What about you, Leota? You couldn't sit still the entire time you were gone. Silence, Mongol! Thanks. Sorry for worrying you, Sakuya.
Sakuya's such a Sedadare or
True.
whatever.
I wasn't worried about you, but Baka.
Oh,
Anyway, Sakuya filled me in on your adventures. You want me to hack into the headmaster's computer? Can you do it? Naturally. Just leave it to me. Come on, let's go. Welcome back, Carla. So, about the control panel. What about it? Can't you tell? It must be the controls for that dome. Right, I suppose it could be. It's locked, though. We were going to have you get into it for us, but that's illegal, you know. That doesn't matter. Don't you comprehend the situation? I never said you shouldn't do it. We don't have... Huh?
Like, what if this was a puzzle? Like, you had to hack the computer, quote unquote.
God, that
was
would...
like a puzzle game.
That'd be terrible.
That's why I was like...
We don't have much choice, do we? We don't have much choice, do we? Go on. Thank you, sir. Oh, hiccups. Well, having Mr. Nanaki's approval certainly helps my conscience. Let's see. He walks up to the computer, and before long, I have no idea what he's doing to it. Wow, I wonder what he's... I wonder where he learned to do that. I imagine he spends his spare time stealing illegal X-rated videos off the inner tubes.
All right.
X-rated videos can
Birdie's
teach
gone
some...
wild.
For
Maybe it should be Chicks Gone Wild.
X-rated videos can teach someone how to do that sort of thing. Maybe I should watch them more often.
yes, X-rated videos. You should watch them all the time because they teach you things. Apparently.
There we go. Now then. Bloop bloop. That's the computer sound. There.
Huh.
We're logged in as the administrator now. Whoa. This only has an open and close button. I guess that's pretty straightforward. Well, I'll leave the rest of this to you two. If we press a button... Huh?
Yuya is the killer, and he's controlling the scarecrow via computer.
Well,
Ah,
the teacher was there before.
true. We'll just have to find out. If we press this button, either the dome itself or the hatch will probably open. But with the headmaster dead, we have no way of knowing what's happening outside. If there really is some terrible disaster, then opening the dome could put every birdie in danger. I wonder if Mom's at home. I hope she's okay.
Oh God, no.
There's a dangerous individual wandering about the premises, and the bird in charge is dead. I think it would be wise to open the dome now. That's true. We did get Yuya to help and everything. We should... Oh God, I have to choose? Oh God! Open it or leave it closed?
I would leave it closed because if you open it, that might let the guy out. It's like, I don't know.
Why don't we
I'd
put
leave
it
it
to a...
open.
Why don't we put it to a
Because
vote?
like, what if my idea, what I said before, like, what if the principal put it up
The dome
as
for a
he knew
reason.
he was poisoned?
Maybe. Why don't we leave it to a vote for the Twitch chat?
Yeah, open it or leave it closed, you guys.
My voice.
Drink some water or something. I wish I could do some of the reading for you.
I also wish that.
I also wish that.
Well, luckily we have 3 copies of the game for Saturday, so that game will be a division of labor.
The game will be split, and I'll be prepared. Like Taco Man said, a couple of the things about it might be a bit lewd, so I have an idea to get around that.
Don't listen. Shush. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. All right.
Oh, we have 3 votes for open it.
Oh.
None for leave it closed?
Oh, no, don't do it.
None.
It's a
Keeping
bad
it closed.
idea.
Democracy wins. Let's
Democracy.
This. Don't. You shouldn't know. What if that's gonna let him out? It's like the only chance of solving the mystery.
Let's open it. We need to
How
get
will he
everyone
know?
out of here. Agreed, and we can confirm once and for all that the Talker disaster was nonsense. Oh, there's a bloop bloop. Escape hatch opened. I guess it's not for the whole dome. No matter, all we need to do is get a look outside. Just having the hatch open is better anyway. In case there
Well,
really
what if
is
a
a
nuke's
storm or
coming?
something out there. Uh,
What if it's like a nuke instead?
that'd be the escape
Shit,
hatch.
it's a lead dome. Fuck.
Don't worry about it. The escape hatch will close automatically in 15 minutes. To reopen it, please reboot and try again.
Oh wow.
It closes on its own. That seems like a risky design. 15 minutes. 15 minutes isn't enough to get everyone out, but let's go and take a look before it closes. We're going outside again, Mr. Nageki. If it's safe, we'll organize an evacuation at the gym. That's a good idea. Maybe I'll come too. Sakazaki, Doctor, what will you two do? Well, I don't have any more business here. I shall return to the lab. Leaving Hyoko alone with another man would hardly be gentlemanly, so I'll go with the doctor. Well then, let's go. Kawa Shirogane. Very well. Yep,
Intriguing.
Shu's going back to his office to spawn another Satan tree.
Yeah.
Where was that hatch? Where was that hatch? Have you eyes or pickled onions? Right there.
That's a brilliant phrase.
The hatch, high above the ground, is open. Looks like the control panel works. I think everybody should be able to fly out up to that. It's a little narrow, so we'll have to go 2 or 3 at a time. But outside, yeah, it's perfectly clear. We can only see the sky, but there's no storm or gale. Nothing but the same calm autumn sky for this morning. No earthquake, no typhoon, and the announcement video was fake. I think it's safest to assume that the whole thing was a lie. I'm curious about the state of things out there, but the door closes on its own, so we best think carefully about. So we had best think carefully before going out. We can't see the city at all. We don't really know what's going on out there, if anything. But if there really is no disaster, and this is all some plot surrounding Tosaka's death, then we need more clues. I'll go. Are you sure? We have no guarantee that it's safe out there. It isn't safe in here either. Student A. Look, the hatch is open. It is. We can go home. No.
So they'll rush through the hatch before Ryuta does and then get shot. Like that's very predictable, right?
Probably, yeah. No, you're
That's
supposed to
like
be in,
video game logic.
yeah. No, you're supposed to be in the gym. You shouldn't go out yet. You shouldn't go out yet. Like heck, we're sticking around with nothing but that bogus explanation from earlier. I can't wait any longer.
Oh no.
There's a
Oh
fluttering.
no.
Wait, come back at once.
It better not be like machine gun, like that was literally protect them from like an army of Hawk outside.
Yeah.
We don't know if it's safe out there yet. Oh, gunshots.
Oh
Yeah, I
my
knew it.
gosh! It's a
Knew it.
bunker!
Ah, no, I've been shot. Oh.
They're lying in wait. The principal might have been protecting them.
Maybe. A gunshot? We have to go help him. Calm down, Kawa. You only get yourself shot as well. But... As if to laugh at my shock, the hatch gives an unpleasant rumble and swings shut. He was shot as soon as he went out. Someone on the other side shot him.
I don't think it's birds. I think it's people, like humans.
Maybe. Well, they...
How would it be human? Why would it be humans?
Because she's a representative of humanity.
And she was killed.
She was killed, and they probably had technology to track her heartbeat or something, and then as soon as she's dead,
Nanomachines?
Nanomachines.
nanomachines.
If we go out,
Plant.
we'll get
Basically, it
killed.
would have to be that level of tech.
But
No,
why?
not at all. To read a heartbeat and when it
No,
stops.
not to read a
Not at all.
heartbeat. To do everything else about it, though.
No, it's a GP. It's a little chip that you place like a subdermal chip into a part of the skin. It's also a heart monitor and has a little handy dandy GPS. Like it's like just a little microchip you implant into the skin. We have that technology right now. It would not be at the same level of nanomachines when it comes to advancement in tech.
Anyway,
It'd be very basic. Yeah.
Hyoko's corpse delivered without warning throughout the school. The students gathered without explanation in the gym. The headmaster appearing on screen to announce an emergency situation and then turning up dead. The gray dome enclosing the school. The scarecrow appearing for no apparent reason in the sealed-off building. And now, the students shot dead if they try to escape. What's going on outside? How humiliating. It would seem that if things are worse than we have... Oh, it would seem things are worse than we have expected. If only I'd stopped them. There was nothing nothing we could do that we didn't, Koa. The last thing you need to do now is start mourning what we've lost.
Yeah.
You don't intend to give up now, do you? No, I'm fine. We have to keep going. I think we should keep quiet about this to everyone in the gym. We can't explain to them after we figured out what to do. Yeah, that's probably for the best. That's probably the best way to do it. Our one chance at escape turns out to be a one-way ticket across the sticks. That's strangely verbose for Ryuta for some reason. There's nothing we can do but search for clues inside the school.
It also paints a clearer picture of what's actually happening. So I guess opening it was pretty cool.
Indeed. Where shall we go next? Let's go back to the maintenance office. Mr. One might have that file open. Very well.
I saw you did too say open it. I can scroll up and say you said open. Zoe said open.
Everyone but me.
Yeah,
you killed 2 innocent students just to open the door.
Well, now we have some knowledge that we didn't previously have.
That's true. We could have saved the entire...
Student A and Student B. Who cares?
They don't even have names except for A and B.
Exactly.
Well, to be fair, there is also Mr. One, which...
Yeah. It's just very questionable.
We return to the maintenance office and explain explain what happened outside to Mr. One.
It just says what outside.
I did. Don't worry about it.
We explain what outside. Brilliant spell checking, guys.
Listen, Devolver Digital just published it in America. They didn't spell check it, alright? I see. It seems that our worst predictions have come to bear their evil fruit. Our worst predictions? Do you know something? We can't predict things without knowing that they will happen. Confusing predictions with reality can become fatal, young one. I've been wondering for a while. Mr. One, are you really just a maintenance worker? Why does the music just cut off sometimes? God damn it. An innocent student was shot. I suppose it's time to introduce myself properly.
Mr. One was his code name.
Leon JB. I am Leon JB. One of the greatest soaring wings of the Dove Party. S-Class Agent. Pleased to meet you.
He changed his name too. Or his voice. That's good.
Oh my gosh.
The Dove Party.
Leon.
He looks like a cockatiel to me. I have heard of this Dove Party. The secret organization that advocates living in harmony among humans, correct? You are well informed, young one. It is a noble's duty to be well informed. I feel like I must have missed something.
There are two schools of thought driving the politics today. The Dove Party, who believes that we should live peacefully with humans, and the Hawk Party, who believes we should exterminate them.
Exterminate? But I thought the wars with humans was over.
Do you really believe that everyone just decided to live happily together?
Sadly, that is not how the world works.
Yep.
There are still many disagreements between birds and humans, and so the hawks and the doves have come to the fore. We discovered hawk activity at this school, and so I was dispatched to investigate. And what we feared would happen has happened. Wait a minute. Are you saying the Hawk Party has something to do with St. Pigeon Nations?
It seems hard to believe. This school is known for its tolerant policies towards humans. It even welcomed Tosaka as representative.
I cannot confirm or deny it. But there are a growing number of Hawk operatives attached to the school.
It could be a hawk. Yeah.
The headmaster's secret file will probably answer some of the questions. Oh, you got it open? Thank you.
That should speed things up a little. Let's look inside.
The human representative. To help humans and birds advance hand in feather towards a bright and happy future, we have decided to enroll one human in the school starting in the year 2187.
Wow.
They will
So
be
it's
it's the distant future.
Yeah.
They will be the human representative. The pandemic has long since ended, but we must nonetheless be cautious of the risk of infection with some materia influenza when making our selection. We'll pick a strong, healthy 15-year-old human who displays hereditary resistance to Somatera influenza.
Hunter-gatherer.
The human representative. This is talking about Tosaka. No matter how we look at it.
2187, that's when she be enrolled here. Come on, let's read the rest. The chosen individual will be a symbol of human concession, to wit, a hostage of birds. Hostage for birds. If the representative is to die in the school, the entire campus will be sealed off, and all the birds inside will be given to the humans as prisoners.
Aha!
What?
See? I told you.
So, his Tosaka, our character, was apparently like a pseudo hostage for birds on behalf of humanity.
No, it was. I guess, and
And the fact that she died, they in
Turn-
turn, as a political move, give all the entire school as hostages to humans.
humans. Yeah.
Yeah. The seal will be lifted 12 hours after the death is confirmed, and the birds will be delivered to the humans. The school will be declared an extraterritorial zone, and avian protests of any human reprisal will not be tolerated. If Hyoko is to die, so her death was connected to the dome after all. And
The important part is the final gruesome exchange.
basically, if anything happens to Hisoka, the representative of humanity, then the entire school takes the blame.
So
I
it
think
would
it
seem.
probably was that situation, but someone staged it to make this happen.
Yeah.
So it would seem. They trap us in here to give the humans time to arm themselves. The dome will reopen in a few.
Machine guns.
The dome will reopen in a few hours. But what awaits us outside is a horde of bloodthirsty monkeys. How humorous.
It's not humorous at all.
So this is the true face of her involvement here. I rather think that this whole thing was arranged to widen the divide between humans and birds from the start.
So if the Hawk Party did it to get the humans to kill an entire school of birds, then they would have reason to take out humans once and for all.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
It's
protest wouldn't be tolerated, though. That's what the
Exactly.
doctor said.
But
So if-
they want the humans to kill the school because of the fact that it would allow them to take out the human race.
Well, no, that's the thing is that the birds won't. The document said the birds won't be able to protest because if the hostage was killed,
Yeah.
like the birds won't be able to
Yeah.
protest that. So the government would basically crack into civil war: the hawks versus the doves, or the people who support the actions and
Yeah, probably.
what have you.
But I think it's just a way to like get humanity to look like the bad guy, so that the Hawks can take them out.
I mean, morally, yeah,
Yeah.
that would be the case.
Anyway, let's talk to Leon. Indeed, things here go deeper than we ever realized. As you know, the school's public stance is very liberal on the human cohabitation issue. In fact, the school's principal financer, Ichigo Group, has been heavily involved in human charities for the past 20 years. I've investigated the history of St. Pigeonations extensively, and I have confirmed that it was founded with the ideal of coexistence with humans. But the Hawk Party has been sending agents here for a long time, eating away at the system, like a dreadful virus. We have had information about this document for some time. It is real. It's kind of hard to take all this at once. Just to make sure. For 12 hours, the dome has remained closed. During that time, humans will gather to take revenge. And then,
When the dome opens, they will kill every bird in sight.
and with that, another era of war between birds and humans will begin. That student who got shot when he flew out of the hatch. There are already humans waiting out there with guns.
She was discovered this morning and the dome was raised soon after. So the time is not from when she died, but from when her death is confirmed. The evacuation was about 2 hours ago.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it was right at the start of the second period, around 10 o'clock.
So we have until 10 p.m. before we're all killed.
You seem awfully calm,
Interesting.
Sakuya. Even after watching somebody get shot.
Remain calm, Kawa. Do nothing but worry about what's gone wrong, and you'll be next. I do not know who did this, but they will rue the day they decided to tangle with LaBelle.
Ugh. What time is it, Mr. Leon? Just past 2.
We have only 8 hours then.
8 hours. We have to find an escape route in 8 hours or we'll be killed. But if we go outside, we'll be killed anyway. We're
So we're access.
just getting outside isn't enough. There has to be another way.
My dictionary does not contain the word impossible. We shall continue the investigation.
He's like ripping out a page.
Shh.
Oh, nom nom nom.
You're very decisive, Sakuya. What is that? Who's opening food?
He ripped open a page.
I
Ah,
ripped the...
thank you. Now it's a radio play. A horse comes by. Cluck, 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 cluck. Anyway, you're very
Hold on,
decisive.
let me
No,
let me
shush.
get that together.
no, it's fine, Zach.
I'm glad you're here.
Do not attempt to flatter me, Kawa.
I'm not. I mean it. We found the connection between Hyoko's death and the dome. There's clearly some sort of intrigue behind it all. I don't want to die without knowing the truth. We better go now. We have to solve this before we run out of time. You are a promising lad. If I were to give you a piece of advice, well, don't miss the forest for the trees.
Don't miss the forest for the trees.
Sakuya, there's one more file. Operation Hatoful.
What is that?
I don't know. That's what it says on here. The bottom half is torn off. We can't read it at any rate. We can't read it at any rate. I don't feel like it has anything hopeful anyway. That's an awfully friendly name for a confidential document, though.
Stupid Japanese. Look, it's spelled Hurtful.
Whoa, it is. I thought Hatoful meant hurtful.
I suspect that we will find many of the things to come quite hurtful.
Right. It was probably something important, given that it was locked in. It was a locked file. Indeed, I hadn't heard of this hurtful thing before, but you might want to go look at the school's history. The school's history?
At any rate, the headmaster must have known what would happen after Tosaka died. The escape hatch was no doubt put in place to allow him alone to escape.
Which means that maybe he had a guarantee of safety for himself. I don't want to suspect an elder, but it does look that way.
Everything going on here is connected. We may well find something of use in the records.
Right, let's go look at the school's documents then.
Hmm.
I'm not the only Dove agent in the school. I'm sure the other will help you as well. Good luck, gentlemen.
Real quickly, Knights pointed out that impolite is on the same page as impossible. So he missed it out.
Well done, Nightfell.
Fair enough.
Time to go look for more clues. Maybe we should write in the notes first. Mr. Leone said to investigate the school's history, but how? Where do we look?
The headmaster's office or the library, perhaps?
We already looked through the headmaster's office. Did you see anything like school records or anything?
I would have thought they would be there, but I don't recall seeing any.
The library it is then. And the mystery we have left to solve is the bloodstained stranger Oko saw going to the infirmary yesterday. Oh, no.
The bloodstained stranger Oko saw going to the infirmary yesterday.
Exactly. What with the headmaster dying and an army of gun-toting bipeds showing up to turn us all into jerk chicken. And it all, I almost forgot about it.
To cook our... Oh, damn it. I fucked it up. To cook our turkey. That's what I was going to say.
Oh, goose is cooked.
Yeah, damn it. See, I wanted to do something like that. I ruined it.
And the scarecrow, we still don't know where he came from.
He appeared along with the dome, and no doubt is connected to it. If we continue to investigate it, I'm sure his origins will become clear. Tosaka's gruesome end is the best clue we have. For now, we should forget the puppet and chase after the bloodstained bird.
Right. That's that decided then. We'll go to the library to read up on the school's history and we'll look for that bird. It probably doesn't matter, but which should we do first? Go to the library or look for the bird?
I think library.
Ngeki is there. I am going to say library. Because if we can talk to Ngeki more, he might know.
Yeah.
He literally said like he's
He died
in the
50
same
or
realm
more
as
years
the girl in theory, so the girl might have seen whoever attacked her,
Exactly.
or
Plus,
whoever.
he
I
died
mean,
like 10 or
maybe
20
if
years
she was poisoned, she might not have seen anything, but
She might know something. Ngeki might know. The library. Wait, what?
Well, yeah, he also died a few years ago, so he probably knows a little bit about the history of the school.
True. The library. I wonder if Nageki's at the gym yet.
Ngeki? Who?
I met him in the library earlier.
He stayed behind. An unusually dense individual, to be sure.
The library is a little ways away from here. We spent some time jogging through the hallways. I've been trying to ignore it, but the dim light makes the library even creepier than the rest of the school.
Getting hung up over little things in a time like this is a sign of weak nerves.
Really?
Well then, where are the school documents?
Probably not where just anybody can look at them.
They are probably somewhere in the back then. How dull. Come, let us search.
Right. Books,
Ignore that
books, and
noise.
none of them what we're looking for. I was hoping it would be in this corner, but apparently not. And here a line of incredibly dusty and cyclo. Huh? That's odd. There are 9 of them. Volume 6 is missing. Huh, that's weird. That's weird. Did somebody misfile them? Anyway, St. Pagination's history, it's not back here with the large volume, so maybe it's a smaller book. It's not here. You never left. Is that a problem? Well, not really, but I told you earlier there's an emergency going on. I can't tell if he doesn't realize what's going on or just doesn't care. The records. Huh? Keep looking there and you'll never find them. So you know where they are? Yep. Well, since he's here now, I imagine he basically lives in here. So it's hardly surprising that he knows where to find things. I don't have much time. Could you tell me where to find them? By request. Request? You don't know what that is? He gazes at me with eyes like black holes of cosmic disdain. You can only get them by request. They're not kept out here. Then where are they kept? Behind the reception desk in the back. It's not locked, so go ahead. There are a number of bookshelves behind the desk, that's true. Thank you, Nageki, really. Don't worry about it.
You've been mumbling to yourself ever since we split up. Please try to remain in charge of your facilities, or your faculties, Kara.
Oh, sorry, I was talking to him.
Talking to the bookshelves. Surely there are better uses for your energy.
No, Nageki was telling me where to find the...
There's no one else here. Cease this bizarre monodrama.
What is he talking about? Nageki is standing right next to me. It's not like he's behind a shelf or something. I was worried he was a figment of my imagination for a minute, but he just told me where to find the records. But Sakuya, let's find out. Can I ask you something, Nageki? Yes. Are you a hallucination? If I was, that would mean you're asking a hallucination whether or not he's a hallucination. Yeah, that's right. It does seem a little weird. Does it matter? Maybe I am, or maybe I'm not. That doesn't answer anything. This does usually happen. I've never been able to talk to a bird I've just met before. I think I will remember everything soon. What are you? Oh, blah, blah, blah. What are you? Oh, what are you? Have you found the thing you forgot yet? Nageki, do you know something about that? Huh? He disappeared. The thing I forgot. That's exactly what the doctor said, too. Why did Nageki know about that? It wasn't just a coincidence, was
What
it?
is this
I don't know.
story? Like, it's a super story. I never would have expected it. I don't think. I think a lot of people that look upon this game would never come across this.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
And it takes like 8 hours, to like 12 hours to play before you get it.
Exactly.
I don't think I can dismiss him as a hallucination. Stream still going well and everything?
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Yeah.
Request only books. This shelf.
Looks like it. I see a lot of the same books as were in the headmaster's office.
Chronology of St. Pigeonations. This.
Let's see. 2180. Founding of the school the same year. Ichigo Kitsugu inaugurated as headmaster.
2180.
They said 2810 for some reason. God damn it! Spell check your shit. Anyway,
2180. Much more recent than I had thought.
only 8 years. I hadn't known either.
Aside from that,
Yeah, funny way you put it. Nice.
it's all transfer student records and sports scores. Is there any real clue in here?
Wait, Sakuya, look at this. 2183. Medical center shut down due to fire.
Medical center? Does this school have something like that?
I don't think so.
There was no mention of it in the student guide. I suppose it was really never reopened. Does it say anything else?
Right here. Damage from the fire. The book presents us with a new mystery, as if to taunt our inability to hold on to those we already have. A new sort of mystery. 2183. Medical center shut down due to fire. Freshman Fujishiro Nageki died in the basement where the fire started.
Didn't I just hear that name?
the exact same, but that's Nageki died 5 years ago? Then what is Nageki? Then what is the Nageki I keep meeting today? He didn't deny that he was a hallucination. Sakuya couldn't see him, which means he's a ghost.
Damn.
Don't say such dreadful things. It's so unscientific. To disbeliefness. We're better. We're betting our lives on this search, you know.
I believe tu dis des belevoness is Latin. I don't know what
Yes.
for, but
Yeah, I would assume it's Latin.
you something I don't know.
We're betting our lives on the search, you know. I won't have any occult rubbish brought into it.
But I think he knew something. If he's the same bird, then he could be the key to solving this mystery.
So you intend to rely on some invisible ghost. There are no limits, Kara.
I spent some time looking for him in the library, but couldn't find him. He's always found me rather than the other way around. I'll just have to wait for him to show up again. The bloodstained bird.
Do you have an idea?
I feel like I should. It's not something I'd encounter normally, but for some reason,
You say balderdash? What?
don't I know somebody like that? Bloodstained bird.
Vague as always. We do have a time limit here. We must not fall behind.
I know. If I remember what it is, I'll say right away. If I remember what it is, I'll say right away.
It's not Angel, is it?
That's what I was thinking. Maybe they saw Angel, but I mean, the bloodstain isn't a real bloodstain. Is the thing. It's just.
Well,
just a-
they wouldn't have. He wouldn't have known that.
That's
Especially
true,
Elizabeth
exactly.
Wouldn't have known that.
I mean, even the main character thought it was blood at first.
Yeah.
Maybe Yuya was still in there. Oh, maybe Yuya was still in there. Let's go ask him again.
He did say he was there until he returned home. If anyone went in, he should have seen them. However, he said that he saw nothing out of the ordinary. If what he said is true, then he was lying.
Which would mean that the doctor was lying too.
Very well.
Intriguing.
Also remember who you got the info from.
Yeah.
Yuya. Salutations, how goes the investigations? Investigation, I mean, whatever.
Well, just who do you think I am?
Yeah, unlike me, you're a very capable bird. Yuya, I wanted to ask you something. Well, I'll answer it. Anything that doesn't violate my privacy, so ask away. Did you really not see anything yesterday after school? I'm not sure what you mean. I thought the doctor and I already verified each other's innocence. We were in the infirmary the entire time. We talked to San earlier. He said that he saw a blood-stained stranger going to the infirmary yesterday. Did you see anything like that? No, sorry.
Could you be the bloodstained bird yourself?
Yikes, no. Not, bleh. Yikes, no, as you can see, I'm not hurt anywhere at all. Besides, he said he saw the bird go to the infirmary, not going into the infirmary, right? Yeah, he did. Anyway, I didn't see anything. There's not much more I can say. Right, Doctor? Yes, that's right. No one came yesterday. Fucking chaos giggling over there.
Yeah. Goddamn giggle puss.
I don't think we'll find anything more here, Sakuya. Let's move on.
Indeed.
Did those two really not see anything yesterday? If there had actually been some bloodstained stranger, then that would mean that Yuya and the doctor are hiding something. It might be Angel, because he isn't actually hurt. He's just appears hurt.
And sounds hurt in his language.
Bah. Where is he? Where's Scarecrow?
It's funny because
Good.
they're actually a scarecrow.
Yeah. That's why I laughed.
Where
You ruined it.
Where do we... The medical center looks like a good place to go now.
Indeed, where is it?
That's the problem. I never heard of it before either.
Sounds rather large. I wouldn't expect it to be hard to find. The record said, the record book said the fire broke out in the basement, and if the building was burnt to the ground, it would have said so.
It should still be there then.
Assuming it wasn't demolished. Are there any unused buildings in the campus?
Unused buildings. Oh yeah, that old hall.
Old Hall?
That's what we call it. It's a large back gate, and it's not used for, it's by the large back gate, and it's not used for... What's wrong?
The school hasn't even been around for 10 years. What reason does it have for having an old hall?
Jesus. For some reason, that last sentence was just like
Death.
stroking me out. Yeah. Now that you mention it, it is kind of strange.
Come guide me there.
Chaos, you said come. Giggle.
No. It was just the way that you paused and didn't say anything else after you said that phrase.
Yeah.
This is it.
It doesn't really look like a medical center.
It's pretty much the same as the main building, yeah. Looks like the door's locked.
Then we shall break it down.
You're starting to sound like a delinquent, Sakuya.
What did I say?
What?
Don't worry about it. We'd probably be suspended for breaking in here, but this is an emergency. We don't have a choice. That's the sound of us smashing shit. It's awfully dusty in here.
It's been left unused for 5 years. It appears that they didn't leave much behind.
Everything's empty. I wonder if they cleared everything everything out when they sealed the building. This all looks pretty much the same as in the main building.
Bah! Did we come here for nothing?
Let's look around a little bit more. Look, this door still has a sign on it. I guess it would be a reference room. I guess it was the reference room.
I do not relish the prospect of wandering about the mausoleum of schoolrooms, but very well.
Knight sounds right. I love how they're worried about getting kicked out of school when in 8 hours it won't matter.
True.
That's some Hermione ass shit right there. It's like we might get killed or worse, expelled. Wait,
Yeah.
what? Get your priorities straight.
It's even dustier in here.
The shelves are marked with dates. Perhaps they once held medical records. There's nothing left now, though.
I guess to be fair, in Harry Potter, you can be a ghost still in the school.
Very true.
Oh yeah.
And Operation Hatoful.
Huh? Among the rows of dates, sure enough, there's a shelf labeled Operation Hatoful.
Empty as well. It would have been asking too much to hope to find anything anyway.
Operation Hatoful. I wonder what it is.
Who knows? Something put in place along with the human representative business, so no doubt it was nothing good.
Oh, goodness. Is Operation Hatoful connected to the medical center? What if it's the source of the mystery we're tangled in now? My head hurts.
That's some meta ass shit though.
Indeed.
The only things left are archaic medical journals.
Huh? It's the encyclopedia.
An odd place to keep one.
Wait, look at the volume numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12.
What? Does this unpleasant arrangement hold some meaning?
I saw them like this in the library too. A bunch of old
encyclopedias?
Yeah. Yeah. Can I look for at these for a bit?
Do as you please.
The ones in the library had the same binding, except one was missing a 6, and there's an extra 6 here. And in the volume, and in place of the volume 9, there's an extra copy of the volume 6. Look, the copy of volume 6 has the library sticker on it.
Perhaps it came from the library then.
Someone must have brought it in here when the medical center was still open. They probably switched it with Volume 9.
An unpleasant piece of mischief, to be sure.
Yeah. The other volumes all seem as they should. There probably isn't anything in the extra copy of Volume 9, but maybe we should go see if it came... Oh, if it came from here. When we get back to the main building, let's go check the library.
Provided it isn't a mere waste of time.
We leave the reference room and continue our investigation of the medical center.
We've searched the entire first floor and have yet to find what we're after.
The stairs into the basement. Apparently the fire that closed this building 5 years ago started in the basement. But we haven't found it yet. The elevator doesn't have a button for it either. How do you get in?
Perhaps we can't anymore.
Huh?
Look at that wall.
The wall. Goodness. It looks like a normal concrete wall to me.
Don't you see it?
Nightsaw had a good theory. If they switch the books to normal, that might fix his memory.
Ah, maybe.
Don't you see it, stupid peasant?
What about it?
Think back to the building's exterior. On the second floor, there shouldn't be a wall here. It's small, but there's a space behind it. It must have been sealed off after the fire.
Now that you mention it, this wall is slightly a different color than the rest. Which would make sense if it had...
C4.
C4. Which would make sense if it had been put in later. So the stairs are beyond here?
It seems likely. Isn't this a bit much for a cleanup of some fire?
You probably won't be able to break this down.
If we can't get in there, I doubt we'll be able to find anything more of use in here. At least we found that thing from the headmaster's documents again.
Yeah, let's head back. Someone broke into the building behind us. Did you hear something?
The scarecrow.
Yes. Someone else just broke in here.
This could be bad. We're on a dead end with concrete all around.
Try to get the robot to hit the concrete down.
Ah, like that's some like game shit. Like you try to get the boss to break the wall for you.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Wubbs, do you want to take a break on the voices?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Powering on.
Okay.
We need to get somewhere with a window fast. Why is the voice deteriorating as time goes on?
No, we just want you to be able to speak after you're done.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
Your wife, who is also concerned.
I'll live. I'll die for Hatoful boyfriend.
I thought you were about to say for saying something or another, because that was pretty close to Vegeta.
I will die for the right of all Saiyans.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway.
Run.
Yeah. Yes, actually.
Yes, actually. Wait, what?
Stop. I don't know who's saying this. It's here.
Wait, calm down, Koa. It's small.
Oh God, no!
What?
So it is. Too small to be the Scarecrow. Huh? Aren't you from 2-2?
I am the Crimson Fallen Angel. Angel.
Oh boy.
I knew it. The manga club boy from the class next door. He's famous around the school for being a nutcase, but what is he doing in here?
I think I'm going to have a headache. Textosterus Melodoria Funarius.
Who, me?
Good for you, Kawa. He came all this way to give you a title.
It's not good at all. Nothing but trouble will come of it. I don't know why you came here, Angel, but it's dangerous. We're supposed to be in the gym we're supposed to be in the gym with everybody else, so come on, let's go back.
I'm not allowed to rest. Not until I have fulfilled my duty. In accordance with the pact of old, I must seal you here now. Textoris Melodia Funarius, Undertaker.
Undertaker? If that's
Is
it,
he
then
gonna
I don't know.
using Undertaker and he just said that the spell first to make it sound like he was doing something cool? That would be funny.
So the time has come at last. I will not be stopped now, Crimson Angel of Judica. Come. Ryuta, what? Oh god, it's the battle theme again. What is happening?
What?
Hold on, I need to turn up the music for the battle theme.
Na, 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 na.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Na, 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 Issa Yeager.
Da- Angel, Crimson Fallen Angel, appeared. Angel
I'm
uses
good.
Dark Void Shockwave. Ryuta takes 24 damage. Ryuta's turn. Blue Moon Slash or Deathbringer?
Oh jeez.
He said we were the Undertaker, so Deathbringer.
Yeah.
Ryuta uses Deathbringer. Angel takes 60 damage.
Hmm.
Cease this jack acting, you wretched imbeciles!
Sakuya attacks. Ryuta takes 260 damage.
Oh no.
Ryuta returns to his senses. Angel takes 295 damage. Angel is shaken. And this theme just stops as the battle ends. Huh?
I am shocked, Korra, to think that even you would go along with that farce. What? He disrupted my territory.
I got carried away by Angel before I even noticed. Influencing the very reality of his surroundings is a frightful power indeed.
Oh, did he like Psycho Mantis him?
Maybe he psychomantised everyone.
You, Luzon, what did you come here to do? After what you just did, I think you may be a prime suspect. I came here to do but one thing. I must follow the demon spores.
A whole new variety of what the heck are you talking about?
Perhaps you could explain in normal Japanese. Your dialect is somewhat opaque.
I don't think it's just his dialect, Sakuya.
The end is calling me. That is all. That is the cross I must bear.
He stares off into space as if gazing at something far away. Okay, now I can turn the volume down a little bit since the theme isn't going. But since that theme is God tier, I do want to turn it up all the time. Maybe that basically means that he's a thrill seeker.
So you are a moth allured by candle's light, Luzon? No, I am stained in crimson, clad in night, unforgiven. My eternal blood seal calls me to purgatory.
More crazy talk. It's not exactly a blood seal. That blood-stained chest is just... It's not exactly a blood seal. That blood-stained chest is just the way Bleeding Heart's plumage look.
Oh. What is it, Kawa?
Blood-stained chest. Sakuya, do you think maybe the blood-stained stranger Sansa was...
Angel, where were you yesterday after school? What were you doing? Battling minor demons of Baal and following the demon spores.
Could you rephrase that?
Rufa, the Tree of Blight, called out to me. He's asking you to say it using words we understand. Hollowed Magician of White, your anger now. It is the power of the demon spores.
I think it's the power of you, Angel.
Bah! I must compromise. I was in the place of the ignorant may refer to as the infirmary.
I knew it.
I think we need to talk to you. Come.
And so he left the medical center, Sakuya dragging Angel behind him. So, rip my voice.
Yeah.
Cool.
I like, I'm just showing up. He had to be in the story.
True.
I knew it. I knew as soon as he started whining. It's just like, I knew.
Cool. This is the blood-stained stranger Okusan saw. That's that then.
We need to know what you did yesterday.
Oh god. I just alt tabbed. Hold on. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Now you can hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. My computer had a
What
minor.
happened?
My computer had a minor stroke. Don't worry about it.
You had a minor stroke.
But much like me, I'm mon me. Anyway.
Okay. So
What?
okay. So I thought was that your technical difficulties?
Kinda. I didn't have like an official technical difficulties, but that was like the one I just threw up, so you don't see me like flailing around on my computer anymore.
Oh, so that wasn't the stream glitching.
No, that was my computer dying slightly. But anyway, we are back.
Hold on,
Use
hold
that
on,
music,
hold on.
though.
I
You
had
should-
moved
for-
out of it.
That Okasan music is great, though. That's great technical difficulties.
Yeah,
music.
I think we should have that for a technical difficulties music for sure.
Yes, we are back.
Still alive and well, I
Anyway,
guess mostly.
did you say you wanted to wait for something, Chaos?
I had accidentally closed out of the video, so I was moving it back.
Ah.
There it is.
Anyway. So, before my computer died, Sakuya was talking to Okasan about stuff.
We need to know what you did yesterday. Did you go into the infirmary? If I could, I would have. But only the chosen one can stop the demon spores.
In other words, he didn't.
Useless. The gate was sealed with the power of darkness. However, Edelblau did venture within.
Edelbla.
Edelblau? Who is that? Explain in terms known to sane individuals, please. The Apostle of the Blue Sky, Edelblau. She also goes by Tosaka Hyoko.
Hyoko went into.
What?
Hyoko went into the infirmary.
That's not good.
Indeed. Also, I got a big thing of water.
Yeah, you're gonna go up some water.
Hyoko was in the infirmary yesterday after school, but the doctor and Yuya said no one came and nothing happened. They're lying. Also, I saved the game, but
Just in case.
just in case my computer blew up at that moment.
Yeah, I'm so glad.
You are different.
Bar room.
Oh, this is another dream or like a flashback. You are different from those peasants, Sakuya. You were chosen from the day you were born. You must remain conscious of this.
Yes, father.
We are the chosen ones. It is our duty to guide the foolish common folk.
Yes, father.
Look at them crawling in the mud. There is no value in their lives. Were it not for our compassion, they would die as miserably as they lived.
Yes. Yes, father.
Their very blood is tainted. The world is not yours. You must never speak with them again. Do you understand?
Yes, father.
Ah, another flashback. 2. Japan. Yes. You'll be staying there for some time. Arrangements have already been made for your education. Remember, you must such as to bring honor to our family, Sakuya.
Yes, father.
Also, Dr. Iwamin is in residence at the institution you will be attending. He's a prestigious doctor. It will not be exaggerating to say that our current glory is thanks in part to him. Do not disrespect him.
Yes, father.
Angle.
Yeah, that.
What?
That line you had a little struggle with, I should say. It's not only is it awkwardly written, but it also it should be to remember as such.
It's translated from Japanese, so I'll give them some slack.
I guess.
Angel saw Ryuko going into the infirmary yesterday, and then the door was locked. The doctor and Yuya must have seen her. What happened in there? They must both be lying. Yuya has been helping us all this time, and I don't want to suspect him. But he's clearly been hiding the truth. Could Yuya be covering for the doctor?
We don't know that for sure. The mongrel could be lying to cast doubt on the Dr. Iwami.
It's not impossible, but from what I've seen so far, the most likely conclusion is that they're working together. Sakuya, you were the one who said we needed to remove our biases. We need to solve this.
I am aware.
I want to go confront them now, but with only Angel's testimony, our evidence is a little weak. They'll probably slip out of it again if we go now. They're both much more eloquent than I am, and they'll try to dodge the issue, which means we need to search the infirmary.
Do you intend to go in without asking?
Yeah. The more stealthily we do it, the better, right? If the doctor finds out, he'll come up with some way of stopping us for sure.
Understood. I will go to the lab and keep them occupied while you search the infirmary.
Thank you, Sakuya. A moment, gentlemen. Mr. Leone, I have something for you. Sorry for being late. I was somewhat delayed. What are these? The first is the massive key. It should open the door of just about any of the simple locks in school, and is as bright and massive as its owner. The other is a stun gun. If you need to protect yourselves, use it.
You will have more use than that. Oh, you have more use for those than I, Carlo. Hold on to them.
Oh, Hamburger says she found the whole bunch of Hatoful Boyfriend OST. Yeah, you can find them on YouTube. They're pretty awesome.
OST?
Oh, original soundtrack.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Thank you, Mr. Leone. Maybe I should write in the notes before going into the infirmary. Is this an autosave function?
Our hour of judgment has come. You cannot use the Dark Tree's power here. Return to the Void, Waldstein.
Well, he seems excited. I wonder what the doctor is doing. Being slandered by Mr. Higu, as you can see. Please stop breaking school property, Mr. Higu.
I have returned from Judica to defeat you. As long as you live, Calamitorious Sorcero, the world will be wrapped in eternal despair.
When he says things with such conviction, I almost find myself believing them. Please, that isn't funny. Yes, come on, Higu. Let's go back to the gym, okay?
Angel?
Yes, Angel. It's Angel Higu.
Again. No, stop! Do not throw me out like some wretched doll.
Open my window in the back, too, because it's hot as hell in here. I suspect he has suffered some megalomania. I suspect he has suffered from megalomania since birth. Megalomania? Whatever you mean. Delusions of grandeur.
Yeah.
Eschewing societal standards, he lives his life in the midst of some bizarre fantasy. Perhaps it's genetic. There would be no helping it then, would there? He isn't usually active in the destruction of his surroundings, especially given his physique. Internal prejudice is a terrible thing, I suppose. He is no doubt exerting to the limits of his capacity at all times. The most dangerous part is his ability to bring his surroundings into fantasy. Though I seem to be less affected than you. And since, although I invited him to the school, I have yet to find use for him, the whole thing has been nothing but a waste of time. Did you say something just now, Doctor? Nothing at all.
Excuse me.
Oh, hello, Shiogani. What's going on? Where did Kawa go?
He is investigating another area at the moment.
Only Dr. Iwami and Nanaki here now. So I think we're from Sakura's point of view now.
Yeah, are we?
I believe so, after talking about Ryuta without him being there.
Oh, okay.
Water.
Isn't Sakazaki here?
I think he's walking around to calm his nerves again. He's very brave to be out and about with that scarecrow on the loose.
Not brave, just imprudent. Stupid mongrel. Stop pretending to be migratory and get back here so I can distract you.
Yes, if we're taking from Sakura's inner thoughts, then I'm assuming we're from its point of view.
I wanted.
I wanted to occupy both of them, if possible, but at least they don't realize that we suspect them yet. Just the doctor should be enough.
Dr. Wyman, I came here to ask your opinion on something.
My opinion. I
Oh,
fear I will not be of much use to you there. My body's never required me to visit the infirmary. I have not had much occasion to talk to the doctor since moving here. By the way, this would be in Sakura's voice, but you know. But I can read his expression perfectly well all the same. It says I'm not telling you anything. Where is Mr. Karua? Did you have a falling out? He did seem to be suspecting me based on nothing but his own prejudice. A pity.
I agree, sir. To doubt someone based merely on one's own preconceptions is blasphemous, sir. It is nonsense.
That's right. I must be perfectly logical in all things.
You are renowned as one of the most intelligent birds in the world, Doctor. I do not think that you could be involved in such such a grisly crime as this.
It is an honor to be so praised by the heir of the LaBelle family. Completely flat. Does he ever speak with emotion?
I hold a deep respect for you, Doctor. You might not be aware, but my father owes his life to your medicine. A few years ago, your work allowed the LaBelle family to continue on to even greater glory.
Is that so? I had not known. I'm afraid that I know little of the fates of the drugs that I develop.
The life of but one bird may not be significant to you, but we of the LaBelle family will never forget.
Ho ho, how wonderful. I take it your father is a figure of great respect.
Of course, the family head must always be honored.
It would seem that you hold your own biases even more dearly than Mr. Kawara holds his. Almost like the foundation of your very existence.
Ellipses.
Ellipses.
I would rather like.
Oh, and sorry. I would rather like to see the expression on your face when that foundation collapses. Ho ho ho. She was just a joke to everyone.
Yep.
Locked. Has it been locked ever since the alarm this morning? The doctor went straight to the lab to begin his autopsy, and I think he's been with somebody else ever since. Let's see, maybe that massive thing Mr. Leone gave me will do the trick. Okay. What? Massive thing. Yes. Bright and massive, wasn't that a hint? Maybe. Says Knight. So, this room has always been a little creepy, but it's even worse in the dim light. I need to look for evidence that Hyoko was in here quickly. Where do I start? The longer I spend poking around in the corners, the bigger the risk I'll get caught. I need to remember I've been in here a lot. Every time I got sick. Where would the doctor hide something he didn't want anyone else to see? Didn't he forbid even his assistants from touching his desk? It would seem he keeps his drawers locked tight. You're up, massive thing. Alright. Inside medical records, he's probably supposed to keep personal information locked up. Though I never really thought of him as the respectful type. There are only 1, 2, 3, 4 files. The names are Karua Ryuta, Tosaka Hyako, Fujishiro Nageki, and Shirogane Sakuya. What? I'm not surprised to see a file on me in here, but Hyoko and Sakuya never had any reason to be in here, and...
So it is actually Shu all along.
Maybe. Fujishiro Nageki. Looking closely, Nageki's folder says St. Pigeon Nation's Medical Center on the side, while the others don't. The date is from 5 years ago. Did he take this from the medical center? Since it's here, he must know something about the fire back then. Are the other 3 records from the physical exams? They're full of strange symbols and numbers, and I'm not sure what they mean. Huh? Sakuya has a second piece of paper in it. It looks like some sort of memo or... Oh, I just got knocked out. Ugh, a sudden blinding pain in the back of my head. I can't
Damn.
move. I fall unconscious.
Damn it.
Ugh, where am I? I feel dizzy. That's right, I was looking for evidence in the infirmary. The medical records are gone. Somebody took them. I managed to get knocked out even with the stun gun that Mr. Leone gave me. Darn it. I don't know who attacked me, but these records must have been important to get stolen away like that.
Oh, so they just left him there. They literally just stopped him from getting the records.
I believe so. Yeah, it was probably Yuya. I think.
Yeah, but Yuya would be the only.
It might be something with the family and like Yuya's trying to protect his brother from like the actual truth that there's something fishy going on.
Something, yeah. That's why you use sort of like the reject in his family or the black sheep is because
He's the one
probably
that's
found
always,
out
yeah.
about the involvement of the Hawk Party or something.
Oh, darn it! Why did I let myself get taken from behind like that? Out of context, anyone?
Phrasing?
I had our records. Even with those, it would have been hard to prove anything. Whoever attacked me must have been the criminal. They probably wouldn't leave anything, but maybe they missed a clue in here somewhere. I have the cursor on the screen. Shit. Huh? Yeah, I noticed it earlier, but there's a code under the desk in a corner I wouldn't have seen if I weren't on the floor. This is Hyoko's student ID. There's blood on the corner. So it wasn't dropped here by accident before she was killed. It must have happened in here. It looks like my doubts about the doctor are confirmed, but for some reason I still feel unsure. I almost feel like this is too good to be true, like I'm being led along. If the doctor were behind it all, surely he could avoid casting so much doubt on himself. Just
Mhm.
what is he after anyway? But I'm not worried about who is doing what and why. I'm worried about finding the one who did this to Hyoko. I need to talk to Sakuya.
So you think it would take a fair amount of time to cut a human up like this and distribute them into boxes, Doctor?
Correct. Even if she were cut up last night and distributed this morning, it would involve a good deal of physical labor. Sakuya,
You again?
can we go to the maintenance room? We need to talk.
Very well.
Mr. Shirogane,
Yes, Doctor.
just as an aside, it would be impossible for one such as myself.
Even with the knowledge and tools of a physician?
Even so, I'm not a particularly healthy person.
Not a healthy person.
The doctor is slightly impaired down his right side, you know.
He is. I never knew.
I was injured long ago. My right wing never fully recovered, though. It really poses problems in my daily life. A human corpse is heavy. It seems a little, like a bit much to go dragging around with one wing, don't you think? When he cut off her head before, which side was he using?
I guess his good way.
I guess. Yes, it's all true. It's even recorded in the faculty medical records. It is? I see. Thanks, I'll remember that. I tell Sakuya about what I found in the infirmary as we head to the maintenance office.
Meaning Fujishiro Nageki's records and the doctor have something to do with the medical center.
I think so, yeah. I wonder about the other records, too.
Were you, me, and Hyoki all together?
Oh, sorry. Why you, me, and Hyoku all together? Eh. Could that really be a coincidence? Did you go there often after you moved here or anything?
Not once. Nobility knows no illness.
Yeah, I've never seen him sick, and he's always seems pretty lively. Let me get a... That's some good water. I had known about the doctor's injury. Kind of a bad thing to find out now.
Bad? Because it's inconvenient to your theory. We must remain just. No harm can ever come from learning more than the truth. More of the truth.
There we go. I guess so. It's because he's not very active, or because he never leaves the infirmary, but I guess I never really had a chance to notice his disability. If he couldn't have done it alone, it makes it seem more likely that he was working together with Yuya.
Blasted mongrel. No good can ever come from his presence. He merely confuses the issue.
Salutations. Were you gossiping
Oh,
about
dear.
me? What if Yuya is the killer the entire time?
Yeah,
Yuya!
that would be huge, wouldn't it?
Yeah. What a pickle. I guess I'm the topic of
Especially
choice
since he
among...
dies in like 5 of the endings.
True. I guess I'm the topic of choice among the boys as well as the girls now. Not that I mind. Wink.
Okay.
Don't let it get to your head, mongrel. We weren't saying anything good about you.
That's right, Yuya. From your point of view, you were subjecting you to vile slander and from your point of view, we were subjecting you to vile slander and ill gossips. You're very frank, Ryuta. Nothing wrong with that. What kind of slander? Perhaps you shouldn't say, lest my fragile heart shatter like a maiden's crystal glass dropped by an unkind lover, I mean. It should be obvious that we were talking about... It should be obvious what we were talking about from our faces alone, but he's completely relaxed. I doubt his heart is made of glass, though. Use tires, maybe. Something that completely impervious to abuse.
Your unsolicited presence saves us the trouble of looking for you. We demand answers from you. You lied. You met Tosaka in the infirmary yesterday. Did you kill her?
So you doubt me. I'd love to see your evidence. We found her ID stained with blood in the infirmary.
You are duty-bound to answer. What did you see in the infirmary yesterday? And what did you do?
Well, I can't tell you anything, sorry.
Owned.
I can't say anything at all.
Cease this foolishness. You know something, don't you? Do not attempt to dodge the...
Creak.
That robot's coming in to defend him, isn't he? Yep. It might be under Yuya's command.
Maybe. Run, you two!
Yeah, especially since he's saying that.
Such terrible... Oh, no, that was Ryuta saying that, sorry.
Okay, never mind then.
Such terrible timing. Nobody likes a man who can't read the atmosphere, Mr. Scarecrow.
Is this the time for jokes? Run, go!
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Why would Yuya kill the human?
I
and
don't
then
know. I thought he
introduce
was the
Mr.
good guy
One?
agent, though.
That is true,
That's
but
my
in
point.
this story, they've never told us that he is the good guy agent. He might have done it to, like, as
Well,
part
he
of his
knew
cover.
Mr. One.
Exactly. Well, he said there was
Agent
another
Hatoful.
agent. He said there was another Dove agent. He doesn't say it's Yuya, but it could just be the fact. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
I'll figure it out.
Ryuta seems to have left us in the dust. Maybe we should hurry up a little. Well, it doesn't look like it's noticed us. I guess it's not too keen on chasing people.
Your idle flirtations sicken me. Filthy mongrel.
Shush. Do you want it to hear us?
Shush.
Yeah, shush. Quiet. Do you want it to hear us? How about this? I'll go first and lure Mr. Beanpole Man towards the cafeteria.
You head for the maintenance room while it's distracted, okay? You plan to act as a decoy? Don't think this will stop me from suspecting you. I wasn't asking you to. I've been your ally until now, so why stop now? Oh, ally. Anyway, run for it as soon as we're out of sight. Adieu. Sakuya, you okay? I was worried you might have gotten caught. Indeed. Isn't Yuya with you? We never got him to we never got him to answer anything. I don't know. He ran in the opposite direction. We don't have much time left. I think the only thing to do is to get him to talk to us and then confront the doctor. He's been helping us this whole time, but I don't know if we can still consider him our ally. Our ally? Indeed. You've always been separated, right? So you don't really know if he usually acts or if he'd be likely to do something like this or... How could I know? You and I live in different worlds. As my father said, I couldn't know. I'm an only child, so I don't really understand siblings, but I think I know how you feel about him, Sakuya. Do not make me repeat myself. He and I have no connection. But I want to believe that he is not my enemy.
Goodness.
There we go.
Goodness, Zach, please.
Sorry.
Looks like Sakuya isn't entirely sure what to think. The prime suspects are the doctor, who aided his family, and his own half-brother. If I were given the same situation, I wouldn't be as calm as he is. We should write this in our notes and then go talk to the doctor. Go find out exactly what happened in the infirmary. We figured out a lot of things, but there's still a lot that remains a mystery. It's 6 p.m. We don't have much time. We can solve this and get out alive in only... Oh, can we solve this and get out alive in only 4 hours?
I hope that it didn't depend on your decisions.
All
I
right,
don't
let's...
think it would have.
I'm
What
sure
I
it
saw
does.
didn't.
All right, let's go, Huh? Sakuya? Your friend already left, young one. Why didn't he say so earlier? He's planning to confront the doctor alone.
Oh no.
Oh no. What a cliffhanger. I'm gonna use the restroom. I'll be right back.
Dear God. Oh, because he's drinking so much water to keep himself
Yeah.
talkable, but that goes
Yeah.
right through him.
Mm-hmm. And I just mute myself when I have to go use the restroom.
Well, he doesn't have that luxury.
Precisely, so. Everyone's just like, why does he go to the bathroom all the time? He has to. Those voices are killing him. Hmm.
Why are you calling him that, Nightsaw? Does that term mean something?
A fuck boy?
What? Hello?
Yeah, Nightsaw keeps on calling Yuya the same term over and over, and I'm not sure what that
Fuckboy.
means.
You can look it up on Google.
Father
Urban
is
Dictionary.
probably. Father is one of the pure bloodline, and so his life is one of the utmost value. By extension, the doctor who saved his life must also be valuable. I must not disrespect him, because that is what Father told me. My brother, born of a low father, is a worthless being. Though he looks noble, his veins flow with filthy, impure blood. I must not associate with those of low birth, because that is what Father told me. But I am no longer sure. What is blood? Why does it divide us so?
From the personal diaries of Shirogane LaBeouf. Shirogane LaBelle.
LaBeouf. Shia LaBeouf.
Oh, hello, Shirogane.
Where's the doctor?
He said he was going back to the infirmary.
Oh dear.
Maybe he forgot something there.
Thank you.
Is he the one that knocked you out then?
I don't know, maybe. You're going right after him? Don't you want any tea? Well, be careful.
Tea.
Yeah, tea.
All right.
He looked rather troubled. I hope he's all right. I don't know why sometimes music just stops.
Doctor,
Mr. Shirogane, you look quite fatigued. Would you care to rest for a little while?
No.
you are wrong, are you not, sir?
Whatever could you mean?
I wish to learn the truth. What did you and Sakazaki do? Which of you decided to kill Tosaka?
That's not something to say without proof, Mr. Shirogane. But then, we have but little time left. Perhaps I shall explain things to you.
Oh.
I did not kill Miss Tosaka. This is the truth. Of course, how could I let myself be swayed by idle rumors? The doctor could not possibly carry out such an atrocity. Mr. Sakazaki did not kill her either, which raises the question who did.
Sakazaki admitted that he was involved in the crime. He cannot possibly be.
I merely said he did not kill her. I did not say he wasn't involved. Of course, the same applies to myself.
Uh-huh.
The two of you did not kill her, but were involved. But then, who did kill her?
Oh dear, this won't do. Talking to you makes me feel like I'm about to fall asleep. Ah, god damn it, the music stops again. Music, why? I suppose these are the limits of a mere mongrel. What did he just say?
Doctor,
Could you be quiet for a minute, Mr. Shirogane? You bore me. You filthy, low-born mongrel.
Oh,
what,
interesting.
what are
Does
you
he know
saying?
his real birth? Maybe the two were switched.
Maybe.
What are you saying, sir? I am not like Seka.
You did well. Thanks to you, Mr. Kawa has found almost everything he needs. Just one more push and he'll be done. Thank you, Mr. Shirogane. A glint of white steel. His left wing slowly traces an arc through the air. No! Shirogane, no! I'm dying. I'm dying. What did he say? Why was I left behind? I can't think. There's a slicing sound now.
Sakazaki!
Stop that, Issa. I told you not to touch my brother. Suddenly, Sakazaki Yuya blocks out the sun. Blood is spreading across the floor. I am unhurt. Who's...
Your wing!
Such beautiful brotherly love, Mr. Sakazaki.
Oh dear.
You were the real hero all along, of course. I only promised that I wouldn't tell other people. Not that I wouldn't tell him myself. Or that I wouldn't kill him. After all that work to steal the records from Mr. Kawawa, too.
Yeah, you always been like this. A coward and a villain to the core.
Oh, such flattery.
What are you doing, Doctor? Why? Why are you doing this?
I told you, remember? You bore me. Now that you have helped Mr. Kawa as much as you can, I have no more use for you. Why would I put up with your babbling now that I am done with you?
I do not understand, sir. What did you and Sakazaki...
This is not exactly what I'm talking about. I have no responsibility to explain to you. Goodbye, Mr. Shirogane.
No, no, don't move, Sakuya.
Oh, there's another slice. Now.
Sakuya!
Oh, Mr.
Damn.
Kawawa. We were just discussing you. Yuya standing over Sakuya, blood running down his body. The doctor standing next to them. There was no question about what's happened.
Doctor, so it was you all along.
Was it? I wonder about that.
Pull yourself together, Sakazaki. Say something.
Don't worry, he won't die just yet. I'm sure you'll enjoy a confession or two, so ask him all you want.
Wait, Doctor.
Oh, he like busted out the window like a ninja, I think.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Uh, the scarecrow.
Stun gun.
There,
Go.
there you are, Labor 9. I was waiting for you. Come, let us go. By the way, these are real breathing sounds for me now. Labor 9? Is that the Scarecrow's name? So he was working under the doctor this whole time.
Yeah, figured as much.
Just a little more, Mr. Kawa. Do you think you'll remember soon?
Stop running away. You killed Hiyoko. Oh, yeah, Hiyoko, I will never forgive you.
I'm glad you're so lively. That's good. I shall be waiting for you deep beneath the surface. Chase me, Mr. Kawa. He's going...
Is this like the boss leading you to the boss stage?
Maybe.
Basically.
He's going... I think he's going into, the basement of the other building. I
Yeah.
reach out. I can't
Final
reach.
showdown.
The Doctor and Scarecrow are gone.
Don't go chasing after the Beanpole Man on your own, Ryuta. A good man keeps his cool, even at times like this. Don't speak, you're still bleeding. Don't worry. Who the hell do you think I am? I'll be fine. I know my limits better than anyone else. I won't die to a little scalpel. Getting whacked with a cleaver would have been bad, but there are plenty of bandages here. Sakuya, wait here. I'll go get Mr. Leone. Wait, Ryuta. I have things to tell you. Can you wait long enough to hear my confession? Like the doctor said, there's no time to waste. I need to...
Wait, he just said that he wasn't gonna die, and now he's gonna confess before he dies?
Maybe he just wants to confess. I don't know.
Like the doctor said, there's no time to waste. So let me tell you everything I can. This might be our last chance. It's too late, Sakozaki. If you were involved, why didn't you tell us before? We had a deal. Of course, he broke it without a second thought. The doctor and I did not kill her. That is the truth. But why did he... She died in this room after school yesterday. That is also the truth. Then why was there someone else? Then there was someone else. Yeah. Right as always, Sakuya.
And the third person killed Hiyoko? Who was it?
I'm sorry, I can't tell you that.
Oh, come on!
Yeah, why?
Ah!
I think you'll figure it out.
Okay.
I have to apologize to you. The doctor said, the doctor and I were the ones who cut her up. So you stuffed her in a box into those boxes? It was the time. The doctor needed to be sure when she'd be found. He decided morning would give time for most of the humans to gather. I suppose he would probably thought putting her into print boxes was funny too.
The most humans? Why would...
It looks like I've stayed on the fence to the very end. I didn't have the resolve to go either way. If only things had been a little different. I thought you said you'd be fine. Are you worried for me? I'm honored. Could you go outside for a bit, Ryuta? We'll go to the maintenance office afterwards. Just for a little. I want to talk to Sakuya alone.
You have a new father now, Yuya. He has a beautiful mansion and you'll be moving there tomorrow. But your new father says he doesn't want your brother. He says he can only feed you if you leave the egg behind. Mother is sad. He is her son too. I will go. I will throw my brother away, Mother. Give me the egg. The new father killed my father. I know he did. He killed him so he could take Mother from him. I waited till she laid a new egg. Till she laid an egg with this new father's child inside. I hid him away in the mansion, and I switched them. So he will raise my brother as his own son. The new father hates me, but he will love my brother. He will give him nice food and nice clothes and a nice bed. My brother will not know. Not one will know but me. I hate the new father. I took the new egg and I smashed it. Ow. So Sakuya is actually Yuya's full brother.
Yep.
I've always thought that maybe I should have told you. The doctor... Hold on a second. Oh, a little too loud. I've always thought that maybe I should have told you. The doctor did not lie. You're the same as me, Sakuya. We were never half-brothers. You are my real brother. Impossible! I am the heir to the Bell family. Father told me so. Everyone told me so. I was raised for no other purpose. I never told anyone that I switched the eggs. If Father found out now, he'd throw you away. I did it for you. No, maybe I didn't. Maybe I did it just to spite that man. I killed the child he had with Mother. That was the cross I had to bear. It was never your problem. I was happy just to see you living in luxury. You, under what authority? None. You're right, I only listened to myself. But the doctor noticed. He must have realized. I guess I was doing what he said all along. Since I took your lineage. The fact that I killed the LaBelle, the other father's child will never leave me. I've never been able to forget. If you're blamed for that child's death, you have to press on. You can't let it stop you. I was worried about whether I should tell you or not. And now it's too late. So... Fool! To deny my lineage now! I'm sorry, Sakuya. I should have told you long ago. I was never as sure of myself as you. If I am not the LaBelle line, what am I? I knew you'd ask that. Straightforward as always. Leave this place, Sakuya, and think about it long and hard. You have a lot more to worry about than just who your family is after all. No, wait, Sakazaki. Stay with me. There is still so much for you to tell me. It's been a long time since we've talked this much. I talked to you every day when you were still an egg. Pull yourself together, Yuya. You can't leave like this. You said a little scalper like that couldn't kill you. I should apologize about that too. Remember the headmaster? That was nerve toxin. You mean the scalpel lad? Go on, Sakuya. Leave your liar brother and go.
Oh, it's a poison dip scalpel.
Ow.
And go. The doctor must have a way out of here. You are yourself. Never let anyone tie you down. Later, buddy.
No.
No.
Yuya! Yuya!
Dun, 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 dun. No, so
No.
I ruined the moment. Fifth class end. Damn, it's 1 a.m. This is a really long section of the game.
No.
I was like, oh, this will be a few hours. Nope.
Nope.
But we're doing it.
We got this.
Oh, we're at 5th class. The end. We're at the end, you guys. We're
Yay.
so close.
It's 6 p.m. I haven't had much of a sense of time passing since the dome appeared, but it's already evening. The atmosphere
No,
on the what?
no, Zach said that. Well, we're at that was sixth. No, we're at sixth class. We're
Oh,
seeing
at
how many
6th class.
We're seeing how many
Oh.
classes there are.
The atmosphere in the maintenance office is tense. The doctor said he'd be waiting deep beneath the surface. Does this building have a basement? Certainly not. Certainly not one appears on official plans. But maybe under the medical center. But that one's blocked off with concrete. It does not seem to me that the medical center is an entirely independent building. There may well be a path from this building into the basement here. Is there any way you might have missed something? Missed something or forgotten something. Somewhere I forgot to look. Oh, that's right. The encyclopedia from the library in the medical center. And the chronology and the medical records. I'd like to talk to Nageki again. You've thought of something. Yeah, I need to go check. Sakuya. He hasn't spoken since what happened in the infirmary. I can't blame him. I know how he feels. Better to leave him alone. Please do. So I don't have to speak his voice ever again.
Yep.
Oh, what is this? Whoa. There's a will-o-wisp here and Nageki.
Oh, it must be our character.
Ah,
Our character's ghost or something.
I know. I'm worried about it too. Ellipses. You're fading again. Where are you? And they both just... Nageki! There you are. What is it? I found out a lot about the school. And about you. I see. I suppose you know who I am then. Sort of, but there are a lot of things I need to ask you. That's why I'm here. The fire 5 years ago and the dome today. How are they related? Nageki must know something about the secrets that this school holds. You aren't really here anymore, are you? That might be so, or it might not. I saw in the school records, it says you died 5 years ago in an accident in the medical center. I had become aware of that. I stopped my own clock here. That's why I can never leave. You stopped your... In other words, at the very least, I took my life through my own will. I am almost sure of that. So you didn't die in an accident. He hangs his head in silence. Looks like he can't remember everything from before he died. I need a clue. There must be a basement under the medical center, and I need to get in there. Oh, that's right. The encyclopedia. The encyclopedia.
Must be a key or something.
Maybe.
Encyclopedia.
You used to go to the medical center, right? Did you switch one of the encyclopedias from there with the one here? Why would... That's what I want to know. I guess I should just tell him. Look, you know how the encyclopedias are out of order. There are 2 encyclopedias of Volume 9 and no Volume 6. The medical center has the same encyclopedias. Yeah, there are 2 copies of 6 there and no 9. How disorderly. Yeah. Anyway, one of the copies of Volume 6 there has a library sticker on it. Someone must have taken it from here. Switch the encyclopedias. Mr. Kawa, try reading this copy of Column 9. Looking's worth 1,000 spoken words, I guess. Huh? This isn't right. It looks like just another book when it's closed, but it's a box.
Aha.
It's full of files. Some sort of
Oh,
documents. Oh. They're
is there
all,
not a key?
maybe. They're all from 5 years ago. These must have been, what does it say? That one. Let's see. Operation Hatoful. This is talking about using carrier individuals as biological weapons to fight humans.
die.
Yeah, I was just about to say fox die.
No.
To fight humans. It has the same title as the other file in Headmaster's office, but I never expected anything like this. Meaning this school has been being used for biological weapon development for at least 5 years. 2,180. New strains of Sumateria influenza isolated. 2,183. A new strain has been isolated from Fujishiro Nageki. It is lethal to humans and has been named Charon virus. It has entered research at St. Pagination's Medical Center. Charon virus. Humans I met would always get very sick. Are you remembering something? Yes, I think so. I think I was the one who brought that book here. The birds with me in the medical center often did secret things in the reference room. I wanted to tell someone, tell someone important what was happening at the center. That was it. My family.
Hmm.
It must have been my family. That's right. I burned. I had to disappear.
Hmm.
Why didn't I notice? Did I? Oh, did I help you see? He paces nervously in circles, rambling to himself. If you'd realized something, it would really help. It would help me know what it is. I've remembered. Remembered what happened here 5 years ago. I can't remember my parents' faces. I lived in an orphanage with the other birds my age since before I could remember. I never thought much of it at that time, but apparently every birdie there was a war orphan. But I did not resent the humans who had started the war. I did not care. I thought that living with the other chicks and no parents was as natural as it could be. One day the endless routine was broken and some humans broke into the orphanage. They had guns and kept shouting, "Free humanity! Free humanity!" I think that's what they said. They barricaded themselves in our house and killed us one at a time. I was helpless. I could only hide in the corner and weep as my family was killed before my eyes. I don't know how much time had gone by since they came. When I looked around the silent room, they had all collapsed on the floor. Birds had come to save us. They had come and killed the evil humans. That is what I thought. But you have been granted a great power. You are one of the chosen few. I left the orphanage with one remaining sibling, and we lived in an apartment. That's a nice apartment, actually. But I was
Yeah.
weak and couldn't go to school or get a job. I was nothing but a bird. And then I received the invitation. We wish to welcome you with special treatment. How would you like to study at the world's foremost avian school? We will provide everything you need. Anything at all. There's a hospital on the school grounds. We will provide room for you to live there. You shall receive all the care you require. I was living with my brother. I did not want to leave him. But if I continued to live with him, I would only hold him down. He was happy to hear that I would have a chance to improve my physical condition. And so I enrolled at St. Pagination's. I was still weak, and so I often stayed in my room. I had no friends, but I was not unhappy. The nurse and faculty were all very kind to me. And then, early in the first summer vacation, the doctor made a proposal to me. This vacation is the perfect opportunity. Would you like to undergo intensive treatment? You will have to stay inside for some time, but at the end of the summer, you should be healthy as any other bird in school. Ugh. Whoa, what is this set piece? It's like something out of like Star Trek. And so began a long summer in the underground facility. First, a routine of daily examinations and numerous medications. And then the experiments began. The experiments
dear.
to kill humans. A human would be brought to me. They would struggle and gasp, and then, with the last painful sigh, they would stop moving. I knew why I was brought here. Living in my body was a virus deadly to humans in a matter of minutes. Damn. My parents, whose faces I never knew, were killed by humans. Everyone else in the orphanage was killed by humans, and in return, I killed another human with each experiment. Simply by standing in the same room as me, by breathing the same air as me, they would collapse. I couldn't stand it. I had no reason not to hate them, but watching them die in front of me shaved away at my heart little by little. And so I decided to end it all. I had only one wish. I wanted to disappear from this world without a trace. This is like the most deep story for a pigeon dating game you could ever
Yeah.
imagine.
And it's
Yeah.
also hidden away. Like the best writing went into this part, and how many people, other than like the handful of people that try to get every ending, would have even found this?
Yep.
The Charon virus. The deadly guest that made its home in my body. That is what they called it. No doubt they were searching for a way to destroy humanity with that virus. That was Operation Hatoful? Yes. That's why I burned it all 5 years ago. There should have been nothing left, but I am not here. But maybe, just maybe, there's still something left somewhere. And I can feel him close by. My Mr. Kawara, are you going to the basement? I don't have a choice. To find a way out of here alive or to find out why they killed Hyoko, I need to ask the doctor. I see. That encyclopedia. What else is inside? Oh. Piece of paper folded up along with the files. This is a map of the medical center. When I was there, I went through the medical center, but it must connect to the main building somewhere near here. That looks like the gym. So those stairs are, I believe it's in the chemistry preparation room. The researchers often went in there. The doctor is beneath the preparation room. Thank you, Nageki. You have to go. Yes, I think you will be seeing me again, and Miss Tosaka as well. That's either really ominous or really encouraging.
Oh dear. Well, he
Oh,
is
no.
facing off against someone who's literally has the opportunity to prepare the battlefield.
That is true. Ugh. A staircase in the preparation room. What a cliffhanger. I'm gonna go pee.
Oh dear.
Oh goodness.
It's
6
like-
hours this call has been active, by the way.
Also, it's the final showdown. Also, this is madness, but I'm excited.
Yeah. I'm excited too. I'm glad it's coming to. Oh, I'm glad that we're able to finish this game. We could add this to. We should make a panel for games we finished. Is there a limit to how many panels we can have?
What do you mean?
Or is it just like, can we just keep adding panels? to our
No, we
our
should
Twitch?
not. We're pretty much at the limit for making it not look ridiculous. People aren't gonna read through it if it looks like a wall of text, or an army of things. We can link to our social media. We might even combine panels in that if we need to add more.
Yeah.
Combine social medias if we need to do that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I am back. Because I'm drinking so much water, that's why I need to run to the restroom so much. But anyway. A staircase in the preparation room. Oop, move my mouse cursor off the screen. I've never noticed one. I wonder where it could be. If the scarecrow went down there with the doctor, it would need to be a pretty big opening. We'll have to go and look. 7 p.m. already. We only have 3 hours until we're overrun with bloodthirsty humans. We don't know for sure if there's an escape route in the basement, but it's our best bet. Maybe we should get everybody from the gym to come with us as soon as we find the stairs. Leave that to me. Mr. Leone, I'll take care of the other students. Don't worry. I'm not a massive agent for nothing. Stop saying that, please. Well then, thank you, Mr. One. You aren't going with him, sir? I'm going to come with you, Carla. We never know what could happen. Thank you, sir. You're welcome. I am your homeroom teacher, after all. You've done such a good job so far. I want to be there and help you if things get dangerous.
Is that our homeroom teacher?
Yes. Yeah, Mr.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. What about you?
Expect...
Yeah. For the guy that dozes off all the time, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
What about
He's gonna doze off during the fight.
Oh, no.
He's gonna be like, I have you. Oh.
I have you now. What about you, Sakuya?
You two go ahead. I'll catch up with you.
Right, okay. We're going to get out of here together, okay? Too much has happened today for both Sakuya and me. I don't know what's on his mind, and he doesn't really seem interested in telling me, but if he wants to be alone, that's for the best. I guess it's just the two of us then, Mr. Nanaki. If something bad happens, one of us can come back to warn you and the others, Mr. Leone. Understood. Commence Operation Breakout it is, then. Oh, why are you here?
Not so fast.
No, you thought your voices did not so fast.
Angel. What does he want now? We don't have time for messing around.
Textoris Melodia Funis. You travel now to the abyss of despair. Wait, you travel now to the abyss of despair, do you not?
The abyss of despair.
I sense demon spores far greater in power than even those released by the Tree of Blight. I cannot allow you to face the Dark Sorcerer Wallenstein alone.
The Wallenstein guy is a doctor, right? Hey, demon spores. What if that's the virus?
Yeah.
He might be crazy, but he might also be right on target.
Yeah.
What else you guys? Okay,
We're coming for you, Wallenstein.
Wait, Angel, we need to be careful. Wait. No, wait, Angel, we need to be careful. Wait. He certainly is lively. Let's go.
Yep.
I think this is the first time I've been in here. It's kind of bland. I like how there's so many extra panels added into this that it's like an entirely different game that you would never know existed if you didn't
Exactly.
play the first 8 times.
Yeah. I'm also curious to see how much playtime you have logged on Steam.
Like 20 hours by now, I think.
I think you probably have 20, 25 hours.
I think the last time I checked was 12, so I think it's the first time I've been in here. It's kind of bland. I'm on the thing now.
What happened?
Nothing, don't worry about it. Yes, not a very friendly room, but not distasteful either.
This place is flooded with demon spores. Any good bird would normally avoid it.
Can you think of anything? Can you think of anything, sir? Like a hidden floor, like a hidden door, or? I don't come here very much, so Do you feel a draft? A draft? There are no windows in here. It must be coming from the basement. I like how Night Sauce says maybe Angel's a crazy war vet. But he's in high school.
Wait, because they're crazy war.
He's a pigeon, though. We don't know what pigeon war laws are like. Maybe he's gone to war.
Maybe.
He could be like, he's in high school, but he could be 18.
Maybe.
Be silent, my crimson beast, my crimson breast. We must hold it back, or the eulogy of doom will. Gate of Erebus, guide me to the abyss.
Wait, calm down, Angel. You can't. Wait, calm down, Angel. You can't.
You can't what?
He smashed something, so I think he smashed his way in. Oh, there it is. It was behind the mirror all along.
That's an interesting place to
He's
hide.
a lot more clever than he acts, isn't he?
Yeah.
Even if he does spout nonsense whenever he opens his beak.
Let us proceed, Textosterus Melodia Funus. The master of the abyss waits us below.
A long, dark staircase winds downward behind the mirror. How far does it go? The basement itself should be pretty big. This is sort of like the entrance into a subway tunnel. Let's go. Ah, very impressive. This is a lot fancier than I expected. I never knew this huge place was underneath the school. This facility has been used to for research to kill humans since the school was founded. Hyoko, none of us ever knew. Lived our carefree lives with all this going on beneath our feet. I don't see anybody. I wonder if it's closed now. Yeah, it's clean and orderly, but I don't get the feeling that it's still in use. There was a fire somewhere down here 5 years ago, and since then the whole facility's been shut up. I suppose they froze whatever project they were working on. Hey, Angel, which way do you think we should go to find the doctor?
That would be... Ah, my crimson breast murmurs. The Midnight Hunter approaches.
I love Angel now. Like, I
Yeah.
used to detest his dialogue, but now I just find it so amusing because in
Ah.
one reality he's all
Whoa.
serious and everything matters. But now he's just crazy.
Oh, it's a scarecrow, by the way.
Couldn't you have said so earlier?
Oh dear, if we don't get past him, we can't go on.
We cannot reach Wallenstein without first defeating his dark servant. This trial cannot be avoided.
But all we've ever managed to do is run away from this thing. How can we...
Yo.
Flash. We can't get anywhere just by running away. It's like he did like another attack thing.
Okay,
And also did his like breathing stuff.
nice.
Do we have any sort of weapon? A weapon? I do have the
Okay.
stun gun, Mr. Leone. I do have the stun gun, Mr. Leone lent me. Will it even work on a scarecrow? Maybe not.
Robotic scarecrow?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe not on normal output. But it looks like a living creature, so I doubt it would be completely unaffected.
The Midnight Hunter is a hound bred from the Black Void. Must purify it with holy water.
Oh, that's smart.
Oh yes, that's a great idea. What did he even say? There's a fire hose on the wall there. If we time it right, Mr. Naki wobbles towards the wall and pulls out the hose.
Of course.
Ready? He points the hose at the scarecrow and opens the valve.
Angel, sir, get back!
I set the stun gun to maximum and hurl it at the scarecrow. And
Zap.
Yeah.
yay, we did it. We defeated the scarecrow. It collapses with an unpleasant noise. Its electrified metal arm twitches for a moment, but then it is still. We did it! Electricity is a powerful thing indeed.
The thunderous voice of doom. Judgment has come. Yo. Oh.
Goodbye, Mr. Scarecrow. Onwards. Rip Scarecrow. Disgraceful. What am I doing here? A label is not allowed hesitation.
No. I have not even the right to claim that restriction anymore. Do you?
Foolish. No, not ish at all. I am a fool. I've been pampered my entire life. While in the shadow, he crawled along under the weight of crime of only which he knew. I've been nothing but vain and selfish.
Bird, child, chick.
Yeah.
What should I do, Yuya?
Coo. It is Sakuya. Sakuya is here.
Leave. No one wanted you to come here.
Coo. Everyone is leaving. It is a grand daring escape. Coo. Sakuya will find Ryuta and Okasan. Away we go.
Shut up, don't talk to me.
Coo. Sakuya weeps.
No, I do not. It's raining. Inside, don't worry about it.
It's Sakuya in pain. Coo. It's Sakuya in pain. That is bad. We must do something about it. Coo. Okasan used healing touch.
Confound you. Must I repeat?
Coo. Okasan knows. Okasan heard that Yuya has gone somewhere far, far away. We will never see him again.
So they told you.
Coo. Do not worry. If we cannot meet him, we need only chase after him.
Do you have any idea what you're saying? Death is not a good place to chase someone to.
No doubt the older breeds have no What is that noise?
Sorry about that.
Zach. No doubt the older...
That got killed by the robot.
Yeah. No doubt the older breeds have no concept of death. Chase Yuya into the grave. What kind of fool would... Coo! Okasan knows the earth is a ball. So if we run far enough, we will find him.
What foolishness. Speaking with mongrels makes my head hurt. Except I'm a mongrel too. Poor mongrels who do not notice even their own error, that is.
Coo! Okasan is not a mongrel. Coo! Sakuya and Yuya and Okasan all have their own wonderful names. Names more important than any breed.
Is that your argument? That isn't even...
You are yourself. Never let anyone tear you down. Now, if I have to finish the stream, you do too. Well, I guess you don't.
I am myself.
Coo! It is time to go. Okasan and friend are late. Coo! Kick reason to the curb. Time to blast out of this prison and find Yuya. Oko is always brimming with useless energy as... Oh. Okasan is always brimming with useless energy, as he was. Am I the same, perhaps? We'll never see him again, no matter how far we run, but... If he were here now, what would he do? What would he want me to do? At any rate, moping around here won't get us anywhere.
2 more hours.
I will chase after him. I will never find him, but I will find myself.
Let us go, Oko. There's nothing more for us here.
Coo! Sakuya is best when he acts cool. After Ryuta, full speed ahead.
This is a cool game.
This is a cool game.
The demon spores are thick in the air. I smell the stench of the sorcerer.
I feel a little nervous relying on Angel's bizarre intuition alone, but it's worked so far and we're in a hurry. Is he actually following the doctor by a scent? Or is that just an angelism?
Nice.
There's some very advanced equipment in here. And these documents look fairly new. Maybe this place is still in use. There's a register of names left open on one desk. Maybe it's a student register. Look, your name's here too, Angel.
The Dark Grimoire. I feel the tendrils of imminent tragedy.
They have notes on some of the students too under Higiri. He acts as a neurotransmitter when excited. He seems to produce intoxicating or hallucinogenic pheromones. Physical exertion acts as a stimulant. The pheromone causes others to temporarily lose control of themselves, but its usefulness is limited. Not currently applicable in combat.
For who? Was that Okusan?
Angel. He causes people to hallucinate, so...
Yeah, like I said, he caused that battle, while it was a sort of a joke, it happened for real in this timeline. when it kind of caused the other guy to just kind of go along with it randomly.
Yeah,
Didn't
it
know what
causes
was
like a
going on.
hallucination. Yeah.
I shall not allow the sorcerer to make me his pawn. I am the Crimson Angel of Judica, destined to wander this earth alone.
I'm not sure what he's talking about, but he looks like he but he sounds and looks unexpectedly heroic. Looks like all the students who were invited here have some sort of physical idiosyncrasy. Jesus. How did you enroll, Kawa? Hell, I was invited to. I don't know why. Yours is just a bunch of numbers. I wonder if it's I wonder if it's the explanation for something like Higuri's.
No, the black miasma and nodal doom draws near. We are approaching the gate of the abyss. I feel its foul wind.
Let's go. The doctor is waiting for us. Could you wait a minute, Kawa? What is it, sir? What is it, sir? We're almost done. I want to ask you something first, Kawa. You lied, did you not? Oh, you lied, didn't you? Huh? Lied? Me? I don't. I don't know why you would lie about that. Or maybe you forgot, even though it was just yesterday. Yesterday after school, like I said to Secure, I don't know anything about it. We have to ask the doctor. I see. Let's go then. Where was Ryuta after school? Mr. Nanaki follows Angel down the stairs towards the innermost room. I've been trying to find the truth about Hiyoko's death since this morning. Why would I lie? Maybe
Dude,
Mr. Nanaki. What?
What if Ryuta is a carrier for a virus and killed us slowly?
Yeah, she died by poison.
Hatoful means hurtful, right? Hurtful boyfriend.
Mhm.
Oh my god! Maybe Mr.
Well, you
Nanaki.
have nearly 20 hours.
Excellent. Maybe Mr. Nanaki misunderstood something, but that seems too simple. For a $10 game, it's really worth it. Like, not gonna lie. The contrast to the rooms above, this area is dark and filthy. This must be where the fire was 5 years ago. I feel like I can smell the soot just by looking at the walls here. Nageki threw himself into the sea of fire here to end the experiments. I wonder what I would have done in his place. Would I have ended it all like him, or... You're late, Mr. Karawa. I have grown tired of waiting.
It does very look sci-fi-ish, huh?
It does.
Oh, yeah.
I like all the like unused art that is just in this section of the game that they never use anywhere else.
The Dark Sorcerer Wallenstein.
Doctor, it wasn't just Hyoko. You killed the headmaster as well. If it weren't for you, the boy who went outside wouldn't have been. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Must I repeat myself? I told you before. I merely disassembled Miss Tosaka after the fact. I did not kill her. Do you think I care? It would appear that you need some assistance. I told you before, but you should already have everything you need to answer this question of who killed Tosaka Hyoko.
Yep.
Do not listen to the Dark Sorcerer's words. Texturis Melodus Funis. He will lay a spell on you.
Perhaps the peanut gallery could keep its thoughts to itself. Whoa! A giant cage just like fell down. An iron grill dropped behind me like an evil wizard portcullis. I'm cut off. Oh dear, we appear to be shut in.
No, the dark spell.
What are you doing? No, it's what he says.
Oh.
I said it with uncharacteristic enthusiasm. Anyway, nothing at all. I simply have no business with them. I was waiting for you, Mr. Karawa. Now let us return to our conversation. Our conversation about the truth you seek.
You have done unbelievable cruel things, Doctor. You were involved in the medical center here too. Nothing you say, nothing you say to me, nothing you say to me will change my mind.
How pugnacious of you. But you are lacking in logic. What I may or may not have done has little to do with the truth of my words. I was employed at this facility from the beginning. No doubt you have already deduced that I was working on Operation Hatoful.
Operation Hatoful. The plan to wipe out humanity with the Charon virus.
Precisely. Oh, it does make me so happy when students read ahead and come prepared for a lecture. You are exemplary. Ho 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 ho. Uh, the strain we isolated from the original host was extremely powerful. Quite possibly the deadliest in human history. However, strains of such lethality tend to be fragile themselves. Charon virus was no exception.
Hmm.
It cannot last very long outside the host's body. In order to deliver it to the enemy, we would have to send live carriers into their society and allow it to spread via airborne infection. This proved troublesome. Charon virus, in addition to being harmless to birds, is ill-equipped to establish itself in our bodies. Fujishiro Nageki, the original host, had a rare genetic condition which resulted in a slightly compromised immune system. In his body alone was Charon able to safely reside. Alas, he refused to cooperate.
You forced him to kill human prisoners. If it weren't for your experiments, he would have never killed himself.
Indeed. It had not occurred to us that the tests of the strains would It had not occurred to us that the tests of the strain's effects would harm his mental health. We expected that he would be glad for the chance to avenge himself, but sadly it was not so, and so we lost our sample. The project was put on indefinite hold with his death, but thankfully we did not lose his corpse in its entirety. I preserved his remains and I have kept them to this day. I have been waiting for a new carrier to arrive.
Sounds like this was a very labor-intensive project. Was there a better way?
Quite right. I digress a little, but there was a reason for our methods. It did not take me long to come up with a better plan. We need only compromise the subject's immune system, creating a compatibility like Fujishiro Nageki's.
Compromise the immune system, they die.
Indeed. Even if the subjects were able to become the carrier for Charon virus, if they died to some other infection, it would have been all been for naught. Which is why I was very careful with who I chose. I worked on the subjects over time, slowly weakening his immune system.
Yes.
I suppose count myself lucky that I achieved my goal in only 1 year. You are an exemplary student, Mr. Kaura. I give you full marks.
Full marks? My head
Told
hurt,
you.
almost as if some strange creature is wiggling out of it deep inside my brain. Are you okay, Ryuta? Mr. Nanaki said you were coming here, so I wanted to make sure you were all right. Hiyoko came to the infirmary. To see me?
You have come this far. I am sure you can answer this. What was it you forgot?
Ah, it's a flashback to the infirmary.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is hazy. I think my stomach is acting up again. I drink the medicine Dr. Iwami gave me and lie down, and my body still feels heavy. I'm tired. Are you okay, Ryuta? Yeah, I'm fine now. Mr. Nanaki said you were coming here, so I wanted to make sure you were all right. Hiyoko is reaching towards me. When I go home, I'll walk you. Her hand stops. Hiyoko falls to her knees, clutching her chest. Ryuta, I can't breathe. Oh, she can't breathe. This is bad. My mother said to go home early. Everything feels strange, almost like it's a dream. I need to go home. Goodbye, Hiyoko. See you tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah. She fell down before my eyes. And then
The experiment was a resounding success. Miss Tosaka displayed the archetypal symptoms of a human infected with Charon virus and passed away.
I
Once the virus inside the human body, it shuts down the respiratory system in a matter of minutes. Technically speaking, it causes an overreaction of the immune system, which leads to widespread apoptosis in her lungs, but more simply, any human who comes in contact with you will die, you see.
You're lying. Hyoke and I were together since we were children.
Of course, I only administered the live virus to you yesterday. All the things I've done to you over the past year have been in preparation for it. Do you recognize this? It's a picture of the scarecrow head.
The scarecrow's head.
Yes, alas, the body is now useless, but I shall tell you about Labor 9, the being you call the Scarecrow. This is one of the Labor model new humans developed by the Dev Party researchers that denounced as unethical. We birds have advanced quickly, but our physical capabilities are still far behind those of the human race. These new creatures were livestock, if you will, to compensate for that. The Labor series was a great step towards the beautiful ideal of coexistence with humans. With a human's head mounted inside an artificial body, they were durable and capable of difficult tasks. Of course, they never entered development, the project having been shut down early due to ethical complaints. However, I carried on the Dev Party's researchers' will and created this prototype to be my sidekick. We didn't want too many other people snooping around and disrupting your investigation, so I had it patrol the building. And now the next question. What is inside this bag?
Oh God.
A human's head.
No, no, no. Close your... Oh, no, no, no. Close. But you have to be more specific.
Lungs?
I, be-
Heart?
I believe we had Miss Tosaka's head sent to your classroom, but did you notice anything missing?
Oh.
Missing. When I found him in the box, I was too shocked to be looking for clues. I may very well have missed something. Wait, he doesn't mean Hyoko's brain?
No.
Correct. You do catch on quickly. Miss Tosaka did come to meet you quite frequently. Of course, having been placed in Labor 9, she has lost much of her personality. Then
She's alive? But her body is gone. All that's left is her brain. Can we still call that alive? Alive or not alive? I don't care anymore. Can you save her?
That is a difficult question. We tend to think of things. We tend to think of there being a definite border between life and death, but really it's quite vague. Her personality still remained in this world up until a few minutes ago, but you gave poor Label 9 quite a shock, shall we say. Alas, Miss Tosaka's brain is no doubt irreversibly damaged. The wonders of modern medicine can do nothing for her now but sigh and shake their heads. Yesterday her body and today her mind. You are far more twisted a villain than I could ever hope to be, Mr. Karua. Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah, it is. It's not his fault.
I killed Hyoko. It was my fault all along. Why did it have to happen this way?
This was all arranged for you. I had Labor 9, Mr. Sakazaki, and the headmaster help you along in your investigation. You are but one step from the end now. You must remember one more thing. What was it that you and Mr. Osaka told me long ago? Come, follow me.
He holds out his wing. What lies beyond here? Hyoko is gone. The one who killed her was here from the beginning. I have nothing more to lose.
You are obedient, Mr. Kawara.
Wait, Textoxos melanofunos. The demon spores are the thickest that way. You will not be able to return.
That's right. The doctor's probably going to do something unspeakably horrible to you, Kara. Come back. Thank you for bringing Mr. Kara this far, you two. And now, goodbye.
Oh, dear. This looks bad. Everything is red. Do you suppose it's
They're
poison gas? This presence, Mystic Phantom, the avatar of miasma. You do take everything in stride, don't you, Higuri?
Two humans lie in a twisted pile. They are Hyoko's parents. She said they work as mediators between birds and humans. They are trying to say something to the humans barricaded on the other side of the wall. Oh, it's the house of the orphanage, where Nageki was. But they receive only bullets as a reply. The death of her parents became a signal. The birds surrounding the little house crossed the wall as one. I can hear gunfire from inside. I can hear humans and birds screaming. We could do nothing but stand outside and watch. And then the stranger came and spoke to us. Is there anything you desire? I will grant any wish for you. So tell me. I answered. I don't want these things to happen anymore. My wish is for a world. Oh, this is not. Is this Yoko's parents or is this? No, this must be Yoko's parents. Yeah. My wish is for a world where humans and birds no longer fight. Even if I die, I want there to be peace. And Hyoko continued. Oh, that. Okay, yeah, I get you. I agree. I would do anything to make Ryuta's wish come true. The stranger nodded. It might not be possible right now, but one day I will make it happen. Oh my god!
When we were children, that's right. That was you.
That was the other thing you had forgotten. You have remembered, I see. 8 years ago, a number of humans barricaded themselves in a building not far from where we lived. Hyoko's parents were shot by the other humans, and many birds and humans were killed in the ensuing gunfight. And I met the doctor.
I asked for a world of peace in which humans and birds no longer fight.
You and Miss Tosaka both said you would be glad to die to bring it about. And so I am carrying out your wish, just as you stated it. Even symbiotic relationships are not free from strife. In order to end the wars between humans and birds forever, one race would have to completely be destroyed, you see.
That's a twisted way of putting it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did you choose me back then?
Choose you? Why did I ask what your wish... Oh. Why did I ask you what your wish was, you mean? I assure you it was not a coincidence. I am not so bored as to wander around granting wishes willy-nilly. I, too, had made a promise to grant your wish. The preliminary test yesterday was a resounding success. We need only transfer the original lysosomes from Fujishiro Nageki to you, and everything will be in place. I have granted your wish, though I did make you jump through a few hoops so you would remember your wish and understand my intentions. It would be the least you could do to at least acknowledge all I have done for you.
Twisted.
I don't care about anything now. Hyoko is gone. My wish has destroyed everything. Nothing good has ever happened. If this is what my life is to be like, I wish I had never been born.
Genie logic. Yeah, fair enough. Relates all.
I don't want to see anything anymore.
Do not be anxious. You have no will to resist, so soon you will forget it all. Good night, Mr. Kawura.
My crimson breast senses dead.
As he's like slowly dying.
Talking will just make it worse, Yagura.
It seems to be leaking in quite slowly. I'm glad we have a little more. I'm glad we have a little more time, but it is getting hard to breathe.
Oh yeah, Okusan is on his way to find the rest of them, right?
I believe so, and is the agent guy. And yeah,
Waldstein, you coward! Come out and fight!
coo, coo.
Hold on just a little longer. We'll get you out of there. I will try to open the cage, Oko. You go see to the gas.
Coo, coo! Okasan shall not fail. Ah, much better. No one can say you slack off as a student president, Shirogane.
The Crimson Breast shall not forget this. Are you two alone? Where did Kara go?
Coo, coo. Were you separated? Did you to wander off and get lost? My, this is quite the cliffhanger. I'm gonna be right back.
Nothing.
Damn you. Damn you. Okusan to save the day. Yeah, you're right. Putting man to the rescue. Yeah.
Well, play something he just used his wing attack and then he's like, ah!
I'm sure the friends and pals will get to the room where Shu's at and save Ryuta, or at least convince Ryuta to kill himself or something.
Convince him. What?
I'm back.
He missed you.
Thank you. No, he didn't. He got carried off by the doctor.
Carried off.
Coo, coo. Oh no! No doubt the doctor's making him drink nasty protein supplements as we speak.
If we do not act soon, the funeral song shall herald the coming of darkness. Why can you never speak in plain Japanese, you miserable poltroon? Poltroon.
Saying that the doctor's planning to turn Kara into a biological weapon.
What?
We can explain while we walk, assuming I don't run out of breath.
Very well, let us proceed. Kara, are you alive?
Oh my god, he's red. Cool. Okusan has a bad feeling about this. Ryuta is not normal.
Miserable medical man, what have you done to him?
Why, if it isn't the son of the noble Bell family, what is one of your prestige doing here? Ho ho ho!
Your pathetic jabs at me mean nothing to me. What have you done to Kara?
I have granted his wish. That is all. It is almost 10. The human forces are gathered above. Mr. Kara must now return to the surface and begin the end of the human race. Oh, that makes sense. So he's gathering as many humans as possible to the area, and then
Yeah.
releasing the biological weapon on them.
Yep.
Kara would wish for no such thing. He would never harm a human. Right, Kara?
Kara says nothing, but ellipses. It seems he is hesitant to agree with you.
Bah! He has been swallowed by the darkness as demon spores. Our voices will not reach him.
It is time for us to go. He has but little time left in this world and cannot afford to waste any of it.
He has but little time. What does this mean?
His duty now is to fly above the world, spreading the seeds of throughout all of humanity. That's a weird sentence. It will be a feat impossible for any normal rock dove. Of course, he will be shot at as well. If he were to fall from his wounds, he would die before completing his task. Coo! Do not fear, Okusan will stop Ryuta here and now. Ryuta just says, ellipses. Coo! There he goes.
Wing attack.
Mr. Kara has traded his free will for normally impossible physical tenacity. He has been
brainwashed. We have to stop him and bring back his senses before he reaches the surface. But Oko is stronger than any of us, and he was sent flying just like that. How could we keep him here?
Kara is very strong and lacks control right now, right? Maybe we should ask Kagura.
What? Him? He's nuts. Ha ha ha! Black Benedon. There he goes again, spouting nonsense. Wait, Kara, stop.
Oh dear, there goes Shiogani.
The demon Red Eye speaks, seals the disaster with the power of the Chosen One.
Oh god, he just did his, Oh, wait. He's reacting. How is that frail Luzon able to affect him? Oh,
He's reacting. How is that frail Luzon able to affect him? What is he doing?
hypnotizing him. According to the documents back there, Hyuga has the ability to pull others into its own fantasies and break down their mental restraints. I was talking to the doctor about it earlier too. I think it's real.
Mental restraints. Like how a desperate man can be stronger than usual. The demon Red Eye heralds the awakening. By the power of bloodstained hand, I shall seal the funeral song.
Cool! Okusan attack. Okusan cannot possibly lose in a fight with Ryuta. There we go, perfect. We're supposed to convince Ryuta to stop while ourselves being drawn into some bizarre Supposed to convince Ryuta to stop while ourselves being drawn into some bizarre fantasy? This is madness. Don't think about the consequences, Shirogane, just go with it.
Prepare yourselves. We fight, brethren bound with the red lotus feathers.
A final boss battle. Ryuta, Textosaurus, Melodon, and Funis appears. Angel's turn. We can be Black Demon, be silent, Pure Wings awaken.
Pure Wings awaken. I like the sound of that.
Textosaurus, Melodon, Funis, now is the time to break Wansi's spell. Hear the call of the red lotus.
Okusan's turn. I can use 2 attacks. Coo and coo coo.
Do cuckoo.
More coos equals more power, obviously.
Exactly.
Coo!
That's how I saw it. That's how I saw it.
A violent Ryuta is not a good Ryuta. Come to your senses. Kazuaki's turn. Come back or listen to us.
Come back?
Come back. We'll try our best for you, Kara. Come back to us. Apparently that does damage, whatever. Sakuya's turn. Listen to me or pull yourself together.
Pull yourself together. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Do you not care? Do you plan to destroy all we've gained? Stop, Kara. This is not the path you must travel.
Question mark's turn. What? Oh, oh my god, it's our ghost!
Oh no.
Jeez, Ryuta, you're causing everybody trouble. I don't want to see you like this either.
Oh,
I'm the only Berserker class character in this story needs. Wake up already, Ryuta. Ryuta was defeated. This story is fucking amazing.
What? So I guess
totally...
the kind of Nigeki is like a conduit
I guess
It-
so.
Uh, Kawa, pull yourself together. Do you want this? No, I don't.
Coo! Viewed as a vegetarian, it shouldn't exert himself.
I don't want to make everyone sad. I don't want to make anyone sad.
The remitter reactivated? Fascinating. It should not have been possible for some hours yet. Disease is half in the mind, after all. Outlook is surprisingly important.
Yeah.
I suppose this means my data was insufficient.
This is the end, Dark Sorcerer Wallenstein. Be judged by the Crimson Breast. Wait,
Because I'm Batman.
Basically. That's what I keep picturing.
wait, Angel. It's not just his fault. Why do you protect him? He is the one who did this to you.
Nisa, what the fuck is going on?
Tell me, Doctor. Why did you go so far to grant my wish?
Why did I grant your wish? My reason is nothing of note. It is not worth telling. This was merely an experiment that has now come to an end.
You must have had a reason. You aren't the sort to go around talking to children without some purpose. I want to know the answer to everything.
The answer is nowhere near as glamorous as you are expecting, I assure you.
Is that you taking a breath, or is that
No, that's me
you-
taking a breath, not me being the
Okay.
scarecrow, just saying.
It sounded like you were dying.
I want to say this is Shu's voice. I'm going to say it's Shu. I'm not going to do any voice. Hey, good morning, Issa. Sorry to spring this on you, but could you take a look at these? What is it, sir? You seem excited. It's amazing. The healers we got earlier. Healers? Ah, the Gila cells from last month. Yeah, them, from an unusually old human. Aiding science even after death. Can't at least call the samples by their proper name. You've always been serious like that, Issa. These samples are like sweet lovebirds. Touch them with kindness, and they respond beautifully. Just how many lovebirds do you have again? Perhaps you should call them pet birds instead. Maybe you're right. Anyway, look at this. We've been looking into cancer cell immortality. Indeed, these results are amazing. You're quite lucky with these things. It's all about love. Or intuition. That too. Kawura Ryuji. He is quite possibly the most gifted researcher alive. He has the abilities and intuition that not even he can explain. Hey, good morning, Issa. Nice weather, huh? It makes me want to do something outside. It's already evening. I believe one normally switches to good evening around now. It's good evening whenever I get up, Issa. Oh, it's good morning whenever I get up, Issa. Get distracted by things like common sense and you'll miss the greatest discoveries of your life. Sophistry. Hey, good morning, Issa. Whoopsies, we're low on cash. Here, was this the one? I didn't ask you to pick it up for me. Here, take it. It's not like we're running out. You sound like a pushy salesman. Your right ring is injured, right? If there's anything I can do to help you, just ask. Oh. I've been doing fine so far. So I think Shu worked for Ryuta's dad.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Hey, good morning, Issa. Hey, can I say something? What is it, sir? I'm somewhat busy. You're always busy. If I waited for you to take a break, I'd die of old age before I got to say. Talking like this gets us nowhere. Guess what? I had a kid. I see. Congratulations. What, don't you have anything else to say? Not particularly. Reproduction is natural for all living creatures. Of course, were I to become a father, I would feel bad for the child, given my habit of locking myself away in my laboratory. The only bird who I ever recognized, the only one who I ever recognized as worthy of my respect. Hey, good
This is
morning,
father.
Issa. I brought you something cool. What is it? A fossil, look at it. It's huge. You act like an excited child. Hey, I like geology too. It tempts, spouse breach. It tempts me with spouse breach. I will carry you, I will carry on your research while you are out then. Go on. Dang, you're cold. Hey, listen, come with me on a
What?
business trip sometime. Field observation is fun. My next one will start, uh, My next one's at the start of the While I am interested in your work, sir, I am partway through a fascinating process at the moment. Perhaps another time. Yeah, I will invite you next time then. I bet traveling with you would be a blast. Field observation is not exactly sightseeing. I'll make sure to open time in my schedule, though. Hamburger, if you're tired, just go to sleep. His last,
No, she can't do that.
his last moments were His last moments were dreadfully anticlimactic. He fell ill with a disease endemic to the island. By the time we returned home, he was so emaciated one could barely recognize him. He had watched as many other birds succumb to disease. He had watched as many other birds succumb to disease, so I was sure that he would die in this examination room surrounded by his family. Issa, I always knew this was a possibility. Yes, sir. Don't regret the way I did things. No, sir. But just, but I just remembered. I do have one regret. Yes, sir. I never done anything a father's supposed to do. I'd promised take time off for the first time in years. I want you to do me a favor, Issa. If you ever run into my son, can you do something for him in my stead? A rather vague request. He's too nice. He'd never ask for anything, even if he wanted it. I suspect he inherited that trait from his father. Anyway, if you ever happen to meet him, you don't have to go out of your way to find him or anything. Very well, I shall remember. What is his name? Ryuta. It's Karura, Ryuta. You vanished from my life before I ever told you my feelings, and I've chased your shadow since then. Is this what they mean by quitting while you're ahead? Or was it just cowardice? No matter how I study life, its past, its future, I will never be able to surpass you. And that was my only goal. Karura Ryuta, the son of Dr. Kara, carrying half his genetic material and otherwise unrelated. But this boy, he may be the only way for me to catch your shadow now.
Dang.
I believe we are in the final chapter, and this should be ending soon.
Yeah, it's the ending. Like
I like how it's like,
chapter
this will be like an hour or two, and there's been it's an entire full game that we never knew existed.
It is. It's a full game story hidden in this.
When your father died, my world was altered. One might say that his influence over me grew after death, both for good and for ill. Kawa Ryuji, all I can recall of him now is his voice and the color of his wings. He really returned home, always leaving Mother and me alone. You did this to carry out my father's will? You misunderstand. This was not just a parting kindness between colleagues. I doubt that there is anyone in the world with a stronger sense of duty than mine. This was his final challenge to me. And you see the result. But your refusal is hardly rational. I was trying only to grant your wish, and you had but accepted. Oh, and if you had but accepted, it would be so. Are you dissatisfied with something?
A world without strife, where no one will have a loved one stolen from them. That is the world I wish for. I never asked for the world where the human race is killed.
A pity you did not say so 8 years ago.
What absurd contract was this? There is no power in prayer. I should never have met you. Doctor, my wish ends today. Father is no longer in this world. There is no reason for you to chase after his final will anymore.
Ah, does this mean you are sympathizing with me? Oh, how I have fallen. I can feel his pitying gaze even now. Very well, the contract ends today. And I must admit defeat.
It is not over yet. We must open the gate of Tartarus in the depths of the abyss. We only have about 10 minutes until the humans come in from above. I see you are still alive, gentlemen.
It's Leon.
Come on, sewer access.
Mr. Leon, I bring with me all those who have taken refuge in the gym. Whoa, it's like something out of a science fiction movie. I bet it was built by the MIBs. Rad. Well, I guess nobody's panicking anyway. Mr. Shiogani, I will recover Sakuri's body before I leave. Have no fear. I am grateful to you. The exit is no doubt activated by the vital signs of the researchers who work here.
Correct. Do not fear, I shall lead you to it.
Coo. The doctor's even creepier when he's being cooperative. Nice, I said, didn't student A and student B die? Don't worry about it. It's fine.
I do not base my actions on foolish pride or emotion. I carried out an experiment and now have obtained the results. I have nothing more to gain or lose here.
Is that everyone? Thank God. Shall we go, Kawa? Can you stand? Yeah, but we need to bring Tosaka with us.
I think everyone else has gone outside.
Doctor, I shall not forget what has taken place here. Once we are outside, I shall see that you face judgment.
Your words are haughty and immature as always. Do as you please, if you can.
I will indeed remember my face, villain.
Well, who knows? I find you uninteresting, so I may well forget. I must think carefully about my plans once I am outside. I still have much research to... There's a gunshot.
Oh.
Did Leon kill him?
Doctor!
A gunshot echoes through the room. The doctor collapses.
Madness, there should still be time before the humans.
Oh my god, Mr. Naneki.
I knew it.
Mr. Naneki.
He was the second. He was probably the third or second
Ah,
Dove agent.
a pistol is in his hand. He wobbles over to the doctor with the same unsteady, careless gait as always, and shoots him again. Ah!
Fuck.
Ah!
This is the end of your research. Naneki, what?
Stop! The doctor should have a fair trial once we... A fair trial, What do you think, Doctor? Ah, well... I am impressed at your acuity in attacking my uninjured left side. But of course, thank you. Tell me, Dr. Iwamin. No, Issa. I need to bring him back with me. That's why I've done all this. Tell me, where is Nageki? Nanaki points his gun at the immobilized doctor. He looks quite prepared to shoot the partridge dead at any moment. Oh, is
Oh,
that it? Haha,
is he
I'd
holding
quite
his?
forgotten. Mr. Fujishiro's brother. He was a quail. Ah! Ow!
Hmm.
Snap. The plot thickens.
Nageki, are you by yourself here again? You should play in the park with everyone else.
I'm fine, I would just get tired. Isn't talking to me a waste of time, Hitori? You've been busy recently, have you not? Oh, wait, it's the same. It's Mr. Naneki. Yeah, it should be the same voice, which is just my regular voice. I know we're short on money. That's not something you need to worry about. We adults are working hard to make sure that you don't have to worry.
Why is Hitori's picture different?
I think maybe he dyed his feathers.
Oh, he dyed his feathers and changed. Okay, he changed his name so that he could get revenge.
Yeah. You're a child too, Hitori. You're only 5 years older than... Oh, you're a child too, Hitori. You're only 5 years older than me, after all. You don't think I should be working? That's not what I meant. I just can't do anything. I at least want to stay out of your way. It's not about whether you're doing anything or not. You're part of the family and we need you. That doesn't help. With my body like this, I can't work or go to school. That's just how it is. You're thinking too hard, Nageki. Let's go pick some millet in the yard. Oh, the millet! Ah! This game is infinitely complex.
Yeah, it's surprisingly complex.
Let's go pick some millet in the yard. It's almost dinner time. Full stomach scares the bad things away, right? Oh, and in his story, he said he lost someone close to him.
Oh, yeah.
September 2nd, 2180. Hatoful house, where the rest of the war orphans and I live together. I was always a little better at studying than the others, so I teach at the local school to help make ends meet. Going to work and coming home. Every Friday, we all gather together and have supper. There are children who go to school. There are those who work, like me, and children like Nageki who stay home. Our family is a patchwork of ages and lives, and we always eat together on this day. What should we have? Might have enough left over, or we could pool our money and buy something. I had more work than usual last month, so I got paid a little more than usual. I'll get something nice. I'll head home and see what everyone wants first. But this day was different. Our home was surrounded by security vehicles. It's an attack by the Human Liberation Front. We can't let anybody in. We sent 2 human negotiators, but they were shot. We're going to storm the place. Get back, it's dangerous. Hey you, are you listening? I remember angry shouts coming from every direction, but I couldn't tell what they were saying. The only thing I could focus on was the gunshots from inside. Today was supposed to be our day. No one has ever been missing on a Friday before. Or no one has ever been missing on a Friday before. No one can disappear today. We have to be together today. No matter what. When I went in, the gunshots had stopped. All was left were the corpses in ruin and... Everyone is covered in blood, immobile. The humans, the security forces, and my family. What did we do? We had nothing. Our parents and our homes had already been stolen by the humans. All we had left were each other. Why do we have to keep stealing? Why do they have to keep stealing from us? Why? Why? Hitori, you were outside. Good. Nageki, you're alive. Everyone else? I see. Nageki was hiding in the innermost room. He must have heard everything from inside his hiding place. Human corpses are scattered throughout the room. Nageki, were you afraid? I'm sorry. It wasn't your fault, Hitori. I wasn't even here when you needed me. Don't apologize, Hattori. I don't know
Yeah.
how I could live if you were gone too. When I found him then, I didn't notice, but none of the human corpses in the room had been shot. This will be our room from now on. The house is too big for just the two of us. Right. It's a little lonely. Yes. Hittori, Hittori, what should I do? Isn't there anything I can do to help? You just have to be happy and well. Don't push yourself. We'll find something for you to do, okay? This game's making me legitimately sad.
Yeah, I know, right?
I noticed almost as soon as we'd moved out of Hatoful house. He was never really very healthy to begin with, but he was getting worse and worse. What should start a slight cold would turn into a high fever and go on for days. It was painful to watch. Was it really just his weak body? I couldn't do anything. Should we get a doctor, Nageki? I'm fine. I'm fine. Nageki, wait. You still have a fever. Don't worry about the dishes. I'll take care of them. I told you, I'm fine. Don't. If you just say how you feel outright, I'll feel better too, Nageki, okay? But how about this? From now on, I'm fine isn't allowed. What do you... Whenever you say you're fine, you never are. Okay. Go to bed for now, okay? Tomorrow I'm taking you to a doctor. This is highly unusual. Nageki has a genetic condition which impairs his immune system. Impairs his immune system? All living creatures inherit defense systems against viruses and the like from their parents, and we call them the immune system. But Nageki's is abnormally weak. And that's why he gets sick easily? Indeed. He can become infected with diseases that bodies such as yours or mine would fight off easily. It's probably best if he avoids going outside, as that could bring him into contact with more dangerous viruses. He could become seriously ill, or with little or no warning. Please, can you cure him? I'll find whatever money it takes. He's the only family I have left. I understand how you feel, but as I said, his condition is hereditary. I've never seen anything like it. I'm sorry, but I can't help him. Oh, wait, that's another doctor. Shit. Don't worry, it's just another doctor that sounds like Shu. All doctors sound the same.
Yeah.
We went to many
Ignore that.
hospitals, and I talked to many doctors. They all said the same thing. I can't help him. Someone please save Nageki. Anyone. I'll do anything. We had been all alone, but we found a home together, and it was taken from us, and now this. Someone please help us. Soon after the start of 2183, a letter arrived. It was from a researcher at St. Pigeonation's Medical Institute, a Mr. Isa Suma. I had received a report about a boy named Fujishiro Nageki from a doctor at a certain hospital. I believe I know what his condition is. It is extremely rare, so my fellow researchers and I would be grateful for a chance to assist in curing it. We hereby invite him to come study at St. Pigeonations. We believe that solving the riddle of his sickness will bring great advances to all of bird science. The medical center will pay for this tuition. St. Pigeonations is a school of great prestige. Our curricula and facilities are among the best in the world. The medical center is located on school grounds. We propose that he live in the center out of concern for his delicate health. We'll have access to professional medical expertise anytime he should need it. Please consult with the rest of your family if you are interested. Contact me at the following address. I will be waiting. Isa Suma.
Hmm.
This is amazing, Nikeki. I'm told that I'm glad we went to so many hospitals. I never expected an invitation like this. I don't want to go. I want to stay with you, Hittori. But you'll be able to go to school. I can only teach you what I know, and there's a lot I don't know. And you'll be able to make friends. The doctors there will help you with your illness, so you won't have to be sick. Do you not want me here, Hattori? Of course I do, but I'm worried. If you were to get really sick, I wouldn't be able to do anything. I think it would be better for you to go stay with the doctors. I'll be lonely by myself, but I could wait until you're better. Become strong, Nageki, and then come back here. I'll wait for you, however long it takes. Okay.
So he dies. The end.
Yes, and so Nageki enrolled in St. Pigeon Nations. Been a lot of us at the Hatoful house, and after that I was with Nageki. I was lonely living by myself for the first time, but I was more worried about Nageki. I hope he makes good friends, but he's never been very sociable. At least he will have an easier life there than here. And most importantly, they'll be looking for a cure. The summer of that year, he sent a lot of letters home. I'm going to be undergoing intensive treatment over the summer. I wanted to come home, but they said this would be better for me. How are you? I'll write again soon. I asked Dr. Issa about a meeting, but he said no. I'm not the only one here with unusual illness, and they have to be very careful about who comes in. Oh, they're not, yeah, you know. Summer's half over now. Is it hot out? The basement of our center is always the same light and the same temperature. I miss you, Hattori. Oh, it's like all those letters. Oh, it's making me sad. I'm fine. I'm fine, Hattori. Don't worry about me. I was worried. Nageki hadn't told me he was fine since he promised not to 3 years ago. What are they doing to him? Are they doing something bad to him? I tried calling Dr. Issa, but he always replied with, progress is good and everything is fine. If everything is fine, why won't they let me talk to him? I snuck into the medical center. I needed to know if they were really alright. Said that he was undergoing intensive care in the basement. That must be where he is. How do I get there? I need to find the entrance to the basement. That was when I heard the alarm. I could hear urgent footsteps and the sound of wings. This building has all but the most advanced equipment. They must have noticed me. But I was greeted at the corner, but not by guards, but by panicked researchers, all shouting the same thing and heading towards the exit. Fire! Fire! What? A fire? Subject 00, set a fire. Call the fire department. Black smoke rolls towards me from the inner corridors. Nageki, where's Nageki? Nageki! Say something, please. Where are you? It's happening again. Nageki needs me and I'm not there. I always leave him alone when he's in pain. The smoke is clogging my lungs, and it's a foul stench. But I run onwards anyway. Nageki is there in a room filled with fire. Nageki, it's me, Hattori. I'm here to save you. Hattori? What happened? What did they do to you? Come on, we have to get you out of here. I'm sorry. His face is clouded. He shuts the door, and I hear the lock click shut. Open the door,
God.
Nageki. Hattori, I can't go outside anymore. I can't live anymore. What did they do to you? I'm a fool. All this time I thought you were getting better. Thought you'd come home cured. I should be the one apologizing. Nageki, please, come home with me, to our home. Listen, Hattori. I recorded everything that happened here and hid it in the library. It's wrong. This is the only way to stop them. What are you talking about? We can talk later. I can't let you die. Can you do me a favor, Hattori? Anything, please. Please make sure there is nothing left of my body. And Uzuni Hattori. I had heard that he died after the fire, but it would seem our investigation was lacking. It is hardly easy to change your name and face. Nageki. He's calling me, you know. Issa, I came to greet Nageki. Where is he? I see you are losing hold of your sanity. I'm serious. I've been waiting for this from the beginning. He told me what you were doing to him here, but then you closed the facility. I've been waiting for this, Issa. Waiting for you to open this place again, ever since I joined the faculty. He's still here, isn't he, Nageki? There were indeed some pieces of him left after the fire. They would have degraded in mere hours had I left them. If it pleases you to call those bits of meat Fujishiro Nageki, I will not attempt to stop you. But those pieces have already been transferred to Mr. Kawa's body. You won't die just
Oh,
yet.
snap.
Yeah, he shot him again. You won't die just yet, Issa. Don't worry. Don't worry. So tell me, where is Nageki? I have to take him home now. If by Nageki you mean what is left of him after the fire, then it is Mr. Kawa's liver. The cells from his body that contained the Kirin virus are now inside Mr. Kawa, parasitizing him. Oh, is that it? I see. Thank you, Issa. Hang on just a little longer, Issa. I need to ask Nageki what he thinks we should do with you. Mr. Naki comes over to me, and the same soft smile on his face as when he teaches class. Can you hear me, Nageki? I'm sorry I made you wait so long. I'm here now. So, it's me, Kawa Ryuta, from your class. Please, snap out of it.
I don't know what happened in the past, Nanaki, but this is not the time for such foolery. We have only a few more minutes before the humans enter the school grounds. It won't take them long to find this place.
Could you move over for a second, Shirogane? I need to talk to Kawa. He points his gun at Sakuya. Sakuya, he's serious. It's too noisy in here. Come on, Kawa. Let's go into that room. Just the two of us. I think the teacher's losing his goddamn mind.
Yeah, he's gonna shoot his own student.
What are you thinking? Are you planning to lock yourself in? Open the door. Open it, I say.
We're in the examination room that caught fire. He just said he's in your liver, didn't he? Where is your liver, I wonder? Do you know, Kawa? Sir, Nageki would never have wanted this. He stares thoughtfully at my stomach, a knife in his hand. My body feels weak. I think I must have put too much into that fight earlier. I won't be able to resist. Nageki. I believe this is the hidden epilogue, by the way, that you get with all the endings. Yes.
Christ.
Nageki. Nageki. Nageki, can you hear me? I've come to save you again. Where are you? Tell me. What part of Kawa do I need to cut open to find you? Nageki. 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 So, listen to me. He moves the knife from one place to another as if making an estimation. He's going to... Oh, I see. It's hide and seek. I'll look as hard as I can then. Just a little longer. We'll be able to go home in just a little bit, Nageki. Together.
He's gonna cut open Ryuta.
Stop it, Hattori. The knife is stuck deep into the wall under my wing. I can hear Nageki's voice, but I can't see him. The voice is coming from inside me. Mr. Kawa, let me use your body for a bit. Okay, go ahead. Can you hear me, Hattori? Of course. I've talked with you every night. You told me, Nageki. Told me to come get you. Told me to exact revenge on Issa. No, Hattori, that was not me. I never told you to do that. Have you forgotten what I asked you to do, Hattori? The second thing. I remember, of course I remember. So let's go home. Listen, Hattori. I am no longer here. I can no longer go home with you. Who said that? Oh, I see. It was Issa, wasn't it? Only he would say something mean like that. No, it wasn't him. Don't worry, Nageki. I'll take care of him in a minute. Don't worry. Hitori, I never asked for you to
Christ.
come for me. I never asked for you to exact revenge. Who was it? Nageki. It was Nageki. I died because of you. You abandoned me here. I never wanted to come here. It was you who killed me. You killed me. You killed me. You killed me. Oh, it's a shadow. I'm believing this is just the shadow of his memories. I will not forgive Hitori. I'm sorry, Nageki, but I know that no apology will ever fix it. So what? There is a shadow in Hitori's heart. His own shadow. Pretending to be mine. Come for me, Nageki. Come for me, Hitori. I'm here. I know, I know. I don't want to be alone. I don't want you to be alone. I will never, you will never forget me. You will never live with me. You will never live with your sin forever. That's not what you want. Oh, that's what you want, isn't it? If you want me to carry this pain, I will, Nageki. I won't ask for forgiveness. I won't. He's crying. Tortured
Aw.
by his own shadow.
Damn.
I'm sorry, Nageki. I'm sorry. Hitori, I don't want you to be in pain. He's trying to destroy his feelings of guilt. He wants to be saved. If you're here, his pain will go away. Help me save him. Yes. Hitori, I was tortured by them here in this place. It was terrible. Issa and the others should die in pain. All of them should die. As long as they live, my pain will never disappear. Mr. Nanaki, oop, I can say that's wrong or revenge will solve nothing. I'm going to say revenge will solve nothing because it kind of fits with what we've been talking about earlier with the whole
Yeah.
virus thing.
Yeah.
So you and Nageki both lost some of those most important to you in strife. You should know that best of all, you should know best of all people that revenge helps no one. It brings no happiness, only pain. If I hadn't been there, Nageki would never have died. Oh, if I hadn't been there, Nageki would never have died. It was never there when he. Oh, I was never there when he needed me. I'm sorry, Nageki. If I had been better, this world would never have happened. Let me save, just in case. Okay. I'm sorry, Nageki. If I had been there, this would never have happened. Everything would have been fine if it was just you. If you never met me. Everything would have been fine if you never met me. If I hadn't been there, you never would have felt pain. So why are you doing this to yourself, or do you think he was sad?
Do you think he was sad?
The time Nageki spent with you was his greatest treasure. I know how wonderful it is to be able to be together with loved ones too. Nageki is glad he got to be with you, sir. There's nothing to regret. Come with me, Hitori. Look at me, Hitori. Hear only my voice, Hitori. I will tear your heart to pieces, and when it heals, I will tear it again, and again, and again. That is your punishment. It will be wonderful to live with me again. Wonderful. Hitori, I can say blame yourself no more, and that's the only thing I can select.
I guess that's what you gotta do.
Yeah, that's weird. Please, Hitori, listen to me. The voice that you hear is your own shadow. You have been hurting yourself all this time. Stop blaming yourself. I don't want to see you in pain. You asked me two things, right, Nageki? The first was, come save me. So Listen to me, Hattori. My first wish was my first wish was for you to make my body disappear from this world. As long as I live, as long as my body remains, someone will try to use the Charon virus. That virus must disappear and my body with it. It will bring only sadness as long as it remains. You asked for one other thing. You asked me to get revenge on Dr. Issa, on all those who brought you pain. Yes, I need to grant this wish. I need to. Hattori, my second wish was. No, Hattori, that was not my wish. Remember, Hattori, remember my final wish. What was it?
To be happy? I don't know.
It's not about whether you're doing anything or not. You're part of the family and we need you. That doesn't help. With my body like this, I can't work or go to school. That's just how it is. You're thinking too hard, Nageki. Let's go pick some millet in the yard. It's almost dinner time. A full stomach scares the bad things away, right? As a flashback to previous. What a beautiful sunset. I guess it's autumn already. Are you cold, Nageki? I'm fine. Hitori. Hmm. It would be easier for you without me, right? Why do you think that? I heard you and the others talking about it. Medicine costs a lot more than food. You're paying for it. Oh, you're paying for it out of your salary, right? If you had that money for yourself, you could buy better food. You wouldn't have to work so much, so you would have better, so you'd be better off without me. Don't say that, Nageki. I don't care about fancy food or free time. You're more important
Yeah.
than any of that.
Yeah.
You mean more to us than you think, Nageki.
Yeah.
We were very young when you came here, so maybe you don't remember, but losing family is hard. I, I want to stay like this, watching over the people I love forever. So listen, maybe it looks like I'm working just for you, but it's for me too. Seeing you happy makes me happy. Thank you, Hattori. I just wish I wasn't such a burden on you. Stop that already. You've never been a burden on me. Here, have some millet. Eat well and sleep well too. Let's hope for good dreams, okay? I like how Nightsaw said, I honestly think this was just a ploy by the developers so people would play a dating sim to get an awesome story, where the people who judge the book by its cover just miss out on it.
I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah.
I hope we can stay with everyone like this forever. Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes. My second wish was live, Hattori. Live and be happy. Nageki, I can't be happy. You're gone. I can't be with you anymore. Look at me, Hattori. I want you to live. You don't have to feel guilty for me. I couldn't tell why I was here. At first I thought my remains, the parts of me that are inside Mr. Kawa, were keeping me here. But I don't think so now. I think I was worried. Worried that you shouldn't be able to keep going alone. Worried that you wouldn't be able to keep going alone. I can't, Nageki. I can't go on without you. I don't want to live without you. We've stayed here too long, Hattori. We have to move on.
I'm dying.
Tell me about it, man. Don't worry, we'll meet again, somewhere, sometime. Mr. Kawa, thank you.
Kawa, are you hurt?
Yeah, I'm fine. How unexpected. If it were me, your insides would have divulged themselves and their secrets long ago.
Naki, I will not forgive this madness.
Don't worry about it, Sakuya. It's already over. We need to get out. We're already out of time.
Indeed.
So we're almost done.
Indeed.
I'm
Nageki
impressed
was
with
kept.
everybody who stayed here this long.
Yeah, I mean, Nageki was kept frozen here, right, Doctor? Indeed, he was. The facility was sealed off so that it was hardly difficult to keep people from snooping around. I'm st I'm staying here with Hiyoko.
What do you say, Kawa? Come with us at once.
I see. Koa, I thought you would say that. The Charon virus has now colonized your body quite completely. Were you to leave, any humans you encountered would suffer a painful death.
Mm-hmm.
What? Was this your plan all along, you conniving physician? Surely there is a way to remove the virus.
Alas, that would be impossible with current medical technology. Once established in the body, it is quite tenacious. Even if we were to remove the tissue from Mr. Fujishiro, Mr. Kara would still carry the virus.
Madness, lunacy.
The same goes for Miss Tosaka's damaged brain. It is currently preserved inside a glass jar, but just barely. Indeed, given Labor Nine's behavior and the subsequent damage she was dealt, there's no guarantee that her personality and memories are still retrievable. With current medical technology, anyway. Shirogane, let's go outside.
Do you mean to leave Kawa here? How deep does your selfish nature run?
We'll come back for him. It's impossible now, but one day we may be able to remove the virus from his body. I think. That Nageki would say the same. Well, Mr. Shirogane, I think perhaps you would do well to respect Mr. Kaoru's thoughts on the matter. I feel as if this one day has brought an entire lifetime's worth of fatigue. I just want to, I just want to rest for a little while. I'm worried about Mother. Sakuya, could you tell her I'll be back one day?
What did he say?
He just said ellipses.
Why is it silent?
Listen, Kawa. A label? No, I never go back on my word. No matter how long it takes, I will come back for you. I swear. So, promise me, please. Promise me that you'll leave this place with me alive.
Right. I promise. I'll be waiting for you. Sure a lot happened today, Hiyoko. Does this mean we're finally getting into recap mode, Ryuta? I'm half sick from being stuck out here and not even knowing what's going on. Ah, yeah. Guess the only one who gets to see bits and pieces of. Oh, I guess you all. Yeah. You only got to see bits and pieces of the story. Yep. So will you fill me in, please? I guess we have plenty of time for it. I'm going to miss eating udon. But having you here makes things at least a little better, right? Where do I start? Everything that's happened, what's happened now, and everything that might happen one day. We have plenty of time to talk about it all. Done!
Yeah.
We did it!
Yeah.
So was that your character at the end there?
Yeah, that was the head of what's her face? Tosaka.
Osaka, yeah.
Or at least what may have been Ryuta imagining her brain talking, but you know. Who knows? Wow. That
Wait,
was
These are the credits.
yes.
There's if you did the everything correctly, there's the little babies something after that.
Alright, then I'll at least give this time to give some final words on the game. Wow! I did not
Yeah.
expect that it was going to be like 8 hours to beat that section, but
Yeah.
That was long. That was as long as it would take you to beat Metal Gear 3. Jeez.
the game is definitely worth it, though. Like, for 10
Oh,
bucks
goodness.
for a pigeon dating simulator, it is pretty damn good.
Yeah, it's hilarious. It has
No birds were
actual
harmed in the
violence.
making of this game. All right.
It has substance and it has a whole bunch of different anime references. If you're into that, you know,
It is
it's really good.
surprising. It is just surprising that there's this 8-hour
It
section
was
at the end.
yeah, it was hidden. It was
I did
completely hidden, and I expected it to be like maybe a couple hours for the last one.
maybe 2 or 3 hours, maybe.
It's a complete game that's completely hidden until after you beat the main game.
Yeah, I think you can probably beat the main game in like 5 or 6 hours or
I
less.
think I did it in 12, but that was also some grinding. But yeah,
Yeah,
I think I've clocked like almost 20 hours now, or more than 20 hours now.
yeah, probably 21, maybe 22.
Yeah, and there's the setup for the sequel they planned. Yeah, there is a couple sequels.
Yeah. Well, it's I'm way in the future. Who knows?
I
I
So,
think
is there any
I
extra of it?
I just see a feather.
Uh, maybe click after that. See what happens when you
Oh,
click.
there is something.
Yes,
It's outside the school.
Madness!
you get it. You did it.
Why, if it isn't my darling little brother, salutations.
You scum, you villain! Explain yourself. Why are you still alive?
Why? Well, for starters, I could never bring myself to leave all those ladies sad and alone.
How much must you mock me before you will be satisfied?
Hello again. Leon.
Leon?
Truth be told, Leon here gave me an antidote. I was loitering around on the border between life and death, and he pulled me back from the miraculous revival.
But he said he was going to recover your body.
I do not recall saying I was going to recover his corpse.
yeah.
Lunacy, madness, inconceivable. Give it back. Give me back the time and mental energy I spent mourning you.
You mourned me? I'm flattered.
Gah.
We can't stay long, Sakazura Yuya. It is time to set out on our next bright and massive mission. This is our chance to regain the department's trust. Roger that. Let's go, sexy and suave. Coo, coo. Okasan fell smooth. There is deliciousness nearby.
Black Benedana.
Coo, coo. Angel, do you have food?
Ah, what did I? God, the demon soars. Encroach again.
Coo, stick him up. Okasan demands your beans or your life.
So you appear a bone-white bird of bean eating. By the oath of old, join me. We're still going at it.
That's funny.
Oh, gee. Hello, Shirogane. How are you? It's Mr. Kazuaki.
Why are you, of all people, pushing Iwami's wheelchair? I should have never expected to see you two together.
Taking responsibility for injuries dealt to another party by tending to them seems to be a natural enough reaction to me.
I shot you twice, but
Thrice, I think, actually. I need to apologize somehow, don't I? If you change your mind and decide to exact...
Oh, if you change your mind and decide it's time to exact revenge again, I never met either of you, understand?
Come on, Shirogane. That would never happen. Probably. How wonderful. I can feel the suspense in the air.
Somehow I feel like attempting to apply ethical guidelines to either of you is completely futile. Anyway, I need to talk to you. I had the results from the experiment the other day.
There were no problems.
Not at all. It was a perfect success.
Well, I guess that means it's time, doesn't it?
I have the date. If you can come, please do.
I think we're being revived. Mr. Kawa, Mr. Osaka, can you hear me? Morning is almost here. It's Nageki's ghost. Wake up, Kawa. Tosaka, I told you I wouldn't go back on my word. Yay! The final end. The actual final end. 100%.
The actual final end.
We did it.
Yes, we did. So how are you gonna cut this up? Are you gonna do?
That's a good question.
We'll see.
That's time for the future. Right now, I have one that's already up on YouTube, but I want someone to proof watch it to make sure the audio is not poppy or something. So,
Okay,
Go-
I'll proof watch it.
and if you like it, feel free to put it public.
I shall do that because tomorrow's my day.
Until
I haven't been
then.
posting on Friday.
So,
And I haven't been doing that too often.
that game was a trip.
Yeah, it was.
Oh yeah. So wait, what happened to the humans after, or
I believe they probably found a cure and then resurrected Kawa. Or like a cure for the virus, you know?
oh no, the humans that were waiting out with the guns?
Oh,
We may never know.
don't worry about it.
And yeah, what
Yeah.
happened to the barrier? I mean, I was a little bit tired, so I might have just like missed over this detail if they said it. But did they?
They didn't explain anything. Don't worry about it.
Well, everyone
Animated.
left. All the students left through the underground tunnels, and then I guess
Oh, okay.
the
Yeah.
I
there
guess
we
the
go.
dome opens and just the humans are just like, oh, there's no one here. What the fuck? Like,
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
yeah. And then yeah.
Because I was like, I'm following along carefully. I was like, no. Oh, okay. No. Okay, makes sense. To be fair, it's 5 in the morning for
Jesus.
everyone here on the East Coast.
Yes. Well.
So I guess we aren't playing Killing Floor today. All right.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Nice, that's all.
Yeah. So.
Thank you guys. This was a thing that came out of nowhere, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna be doing the same thing as you, Hammy. And
Yep.
as soon as we sign off here in just a second.
I'm gonna be
Yep.
drinking honey to try to heal my voice.
Just guzzling it.
Guzzling it. But thank you all for joining me. We'll probably be streaming Saturday with a different game. Same.
Yeah. I'll be for that. I'll do some of that. That'll be fun.
Same thread
Yeah,
channel,
sure.
same thread place, same thread time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll
probably.
figure it out. Follow us on Twitter, follow us on Facebook, follow us on Rooster Teeth.
Yeah, we'll
Well,
tweet about it and journal about it when it comes time.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Thank you all for joining me. And
Good
goodbye.
night.